isn't that good right now.
Defense isn't that good, but they still, if I told you the Bills allowed 24 points, you would think they probably win that game, no?
Well, 24, could have been 27, right?
Well, it could have been 31 if it didn't step out.
Right, he steps out. I mean, tough play there. They go right down the field to start the second half, score a touchdown. So you're like, okay, momentum's changed here a bit. But, yeah, man, I was saying this to you before the show, and you agreed. It's the NFL right now it's kind of just wide open right now. I mean, which team in the AFC? We talked about this yesterday. Which team in the AFC would you, if you had to put money down on a team, which team would it be?
Chiefs.
Right, me too.
I think so. Right. Ray had them dead last week, and now we will put our money on the Chiefs. And they get Rice back this week, right? Yep. And, Mahomes is playing at a very high level. I don't think we saw this version of Mahomes at all last season.
I don't know if I would go that far.
I don't know.
Dude, they won 15 games last year.
They won 15 games by the skin of their teeth, a lot of those games.
Well, that's fine. I mean, they were 11-0 in one score games, which is fine. They ended up in the Super Bowl. I mean, you could have, statistically, he didn't have a great, Patrick Mahomes type year.
I don't know. He looks, to me at least, he looks different this year. He's playing at a very high level.
Well, I think that's the one thing that we could talk about. They got smashed in the Super Bowl, too, is just the offense. I mean, the team had kind of changed its identity more towards a defensive team. And, hey, we need to get the offense back to where, we can go out there and be more explosive and score points. And you had no Worthy to start the season, so he gets banged up running into Travis Kelce. He's back. You'll get Rashee Rice back.
Yep.
Pacheco, as he comes back, is starting to get more, looks more like Pacheco. But, I mean, he's still Patrick Mahomes. It's still Andy Reid. I watched the Saquon Barkley documentary yesterday.
Well, you could tell people about it because I did not and I will not. So what was that about?
Why? You should watch it. It's not terrible.
No interest. But it's not terrible. I don't want to see him. Enough. Honestly, it's enough.
It's 5 years. Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't. The reason why this was released wasn't because, hey, I want to take a giant crap all over the Giants. He's been, since the time he tore his ACL with the Giants, he filmed this thing, and then they, obviously he goes through what he goes through, and they win the Super Bowl.
But I don't need to see, I get that, and I get it's a lot of non-Giant stuff, which I wouldn't mind watching, because I like him, but it's I get it. You feel upset. Even if the Giants mistreated you, you went to a better situation, you won a Super Bowl, you ran for 2,000 yards, it's enough. I'm sick of it. I'm over it.
Well, no, I think, it's not, I think you would have a different, now, if you watch it, that's fine. If you don't, I don't care. I watched it. I think it was interesting. It's just a different.
How much commitment is this?
It's a couple hours probably. It's not bad. I mean, it's a quick watch.
Numerous episodes?
No, it's just one straight doc.
It's one standalone episode.
Yeah, I think we started it. Actually, Milo watched it with me. We started it and then stopped it with a half hour left, ate, and then came back and watched the rest of it. It was good. It's just, dude, it's not even like he hates the Giants or the Giants. It was, he felt like he had done everything right, which he had.
He did.
Right? But he wasn't being treated that way. It's like, oh, we gave you a fair number. We put you in the top 5 running backs, and it's like, whoa. You just told me that I'm the most important piece of this franchise. You won't trade me because of how valuable I am. I'm the best running back in the league, and you want to pay me like I'm a top 5 running back? That just, the words and the offer never matched up for him. So finally, just got fed up.
See, here's a disconnect, because this is the visuals that you get, the audio that you get is not recent, right? It's from as this was happening.
Yeah,
and he was So there's a difference. See, I guess I shouldn't be as upset. If he was still carrying this now.
No.
And he was discussing it now, I'd be like, this is disgusting. I'm done. I'm over it. Which
I
am.
No. This all happens, dude. This is you get a phone call with John Mara on there. You get a phone call with.
Don't tell me John Mara looks ridiculous, does he?
No. He just said. So Saquon says to him, "Hey, I spoke to Joe, and Joe said this. It probably wasn't going to happen, but if we can't get a deal done, which it doesn't look like we're going to get a deal done, can I go seek a trade?" And he's like, well, here's the one thing. He does look a little stupid. He goes, no, of course you can't. We can't do that. You're too valuable to this franchise, and it's not in your best long-term interest. And
that makes no sense. If he's too valuable to the franchise, then why wouldn't you trade him? If he's so valuable to the franchise, why wouldn't you sign him? And if he's not that valuable, why wouldn't you trade him?
Right, but then it's it's not in your best long-term interest to seek a trade now. And Saquon's like, well,
why do you care about my long-term interest?
Well, but how's it not in my best long-term interest? If we're not going to get a deal done here, how does it make any sense? You know what I mean? Trade me to a place that's going to pay me as opposed to I just sit here on the franchise tag, right? So that kind of didn't make any sense. But, yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty interesting just to see what all the things he went through and everything else. He didn't want to leave New York. I mean, that's pretty evident. He's like, what, I want to go buy a new house somewhere. I got a family. This is where I love to be here. I love the guys. But,
Well,
Hey,
it seems like it's worked out pretty well for him.
it all worked out for him in the end. But then you see, but here's the thing, though. Remember I said this to you at the time when the whole season fell apart? And I was like, this is what happens when you lose a guy like Saquon Barkley in that locker room. So Howie Roseman and Sirianni, as they're winning the Super Bowl, come up to him and said, oh, Jalen Hurts does the same thing. You were the missing piece. Sirianni grabs him and is like, I don't care about Saquon the player.
He was.
Saquon the leader. You completely changed this team. Like he was what they needed to take that next step.
Right. So the Giants, really, in essence, the Giants buoyed the Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and I'll never get over that. Never.
No, but just think about so that's Jalen Hurts saying it. That's the GM and the coach saying it. So for a couple $1,000,000, you decide to move on, sign Darius Slayton to a similar kind of deal, same kind of money,
right?
And you could have Saquon Barkley with Malik Neighbors and Jaxson Dart. Now.
Yeah.
With that leadership in the locker room, come on, man.
Yeah, listen, you're not wrong about that. So, but you mentioned teams that are competing for the whole thing. Can you argue there's 10 teams right now that you could see winning the Super Bowl, which would be wild?
Oh, I don't give me the 10 teams and I'll tell you.
All right, so let me run through. Chance, right?
Yep.
Chiefs.
Of course, yeah.
Bills or no?
I still say the Bills.
Okay, you still say the Bills. Not the Patriots, correct?
I don't think the Patriots yet, no.
I agree with that. Steelers, no.
No.
Ravens, no.
We got to see the Ravens once they come out of the bye, what they look like.
Okay. Chargers.
Once their offensive line gets healthy, maybe.
Colts.
No, because I can't. How can I say the Colts if I think Colts against the Bills or the Chiefs? I would probably still take the Bills and the Chiefs.
Okay. Broncos.
I think the Broncos' defense has the potential to be good enough. I don't know if I trust Bo Nix, though, in that offense.
All right, so where are we, 3 or 4 in the AFC?
Yeah, 3 or 4 in the AFC.
All right, go to the NFC with me now. Eagles has to be.
Yep.
Lions.
Yep.
Bucks.
Yep.
Rams.
Yep.
So what is that, 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Vikings, no. Niners, no.
Maybe the Packers you could throw into that mix.
Packers, not is I don't know if we're 8 or 9. Commanders? No? That was a bad loss last night.
That was a real bad loss. It's an unfortunate fumble there. I'd like to say yes to the Commanders because I think Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback, but...
Anybody I'm missing?
No.
No.
No, because you don't think Seattle.
Probably not. Probably not. At NFC South, nobody, right? Not Carolina. Not
Atlanta, no.
Not New Orleans, I wouldn't think.
Although Bijan is... Poof.
He's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable, dude.
He really is. Can we say he's the best running back in football?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, he is, right?
Yep.
So
I'll tell you what, though. It's about time that their vision of drafting all those skill position players finally came to fruition. Well, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, when you get Pitts, London, and Bijan.
They do have some serious weapons on that offense.
Oh, serious weapons, dude. That was Pitts was supposed to be right. Pitts was supposed to be what Brock Bowers was.
Correct.
Right away.
Correct.
Right, and it hadn't happened yet. And I guess when you get a quarterback like Michael Penix who's able to, that kid can spin a football, dude. He really can. He can throw the hell out of it.
And on turf, that's indoor environment. That's a real dangerous team.
It's amazing.
By the way, we said, is he the best running back in football? His head coach doesn't think he's the best running back in football. His head coach thinks he's the best player in football.
Yeah, he's the best player in football. I've said it multiple times. I can't say it enough. You can always have your pick. You can always go out there and figure out who you want to vote for. But in my opinion, he's the best player in football.
How about that?
Yeah, that's high praise. I think I saw them after the game, too, when he gave him the game ball. He just said, I think he's the best player in football, and threw him the ball. And then Bijan's like, I don't want it. I don't want to say anything.
That's a big win for them, too.
That's a huge win for them. Yeah, huge win. I don't know about that. I'm not sure what a win feels like anymore. My teams just don't win.
I saw this yesterday, and I think we have to get into it, but I feel badly having to get into it.
No, listen. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's my team's fault.
Because I'm a good friend. I don't Eagles. I'll go after them. Cowboys. I enjoy. I don't enjoy this. I feel like this is like chastising or punishing your kid. I don't want to do this to you, but I feel like this is what we do, right? We're sports talk in New York. We have to talk about the Jets and what they're doing or not doing right now.
Right. It's our job to do it.
So, buddy of mine covers the Broncos out in Denver.
Yep.
And I hadn't seen this. Did you see or hear this Sean Payton quote?
I have not seen it yet, no.
Okay. So he was asked after the game about Aaron Glenn's clock management at the end of the first half. Here's a quote for you. I was surprised. We were waiting. Maybe he thought a Hail Mary or something was coming, and the clock just runs out. Yeah, that was highly unusual. And you didn't rip him because that's not really what coaches do. But that's as much of a rip as you're going to get.
Well, but especially them. Remember, the only reason that Rich said they weren't going to win by 40
is because they're such good friends.
Because they're close friends. So he's not going to rip them, but I'm sure he was thinking the same thing. Oh, by the way, the fake punt, you got your offensive line and Breece Hall, who has not taken hasn't taken a punt snap all season long. I wonder what they're going to do here. Hey, we're going to.
Well, at least it worked.
I know, but
could you imagine if it didn't work?
But imagine the ineptitude. Could you imagine being on the other side, like where Sean Payton is a Super Bowl champion, and he's sitting there looking at what a guy he likes is trying to do as a first-year head coach, and he looks at the field after they call timeout, and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting. Breece Hall's still on the field. Yeah. I wonder what they're doing."
Do you think he had to scream out from the sideline Breece Hall, or you think they were like, hey, Steve?
No, he was. Their special teams coordinator was running up and down the side. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew. And it's like, okay, we're being okay, at least you're going to be aggressive here, and then accomplished absolutely nothing.
So does that bother you that Sean Payton, his good buddy, is not even taking shots, just kind of speaking the truth about this guy?
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, he'd be lying if he didn't answer the question
not that he said it. That's the
well, it depends on how you want to frame
viewpoint out there about him.
So I'll ask you, because you're not a Jets fan. It depends on how you want to frame it. Are you framing this as Aaron Glenn is just that inept and has no idea what he's doing, or are you framing it as he's a first-year head coach that's going to have growing pains and will figure it out?
I'll tell you this. I don't know.
Well, but I mean, this feels like one of those situations that this is something that you would think we're 6 weeks into the season that you would have, we keep hearing about how intense and how detailed these practices are, right? We're an undisciplined team, all these things that you need to clean up. So we got referees at practices, we're hitting in training camp. All if that's who you're trying to be, you're trying to be this buttoned up franchise that has everything, kind of all the answers to the test kind of franchise now. Wouldn't this be something that you would already have gone over? This shouldn't be new to you.
It shouldn't be new to you.
End a half, end a game. These are all situations that you should be practicing.
Well,
right now.
Let's be honest, okay? Do I think I could coach football? No. There's so much that I have no idea about.
Right.
But do I think I could have coached in that moment, and done better than Aaron Glenn? I do. That was awful. That was football 101 that he did not get proper on Sunday.
I know, but here's the other thing, though, I have a problem with, though, is you called the timeout to decide you were going to have a fake punt. During the course of that timeout, as you're describing, hey, this is what we're going to do with the fake punt, don't we discuss what exactly we're going to do? And not to mention that was the first one. Then he gets sacked on second down, so you still have an opportunity to discuss what's going to happen here at the end of the game. Here's what's going to happen. If you don't pick up the first, we want to do this. If you do pick up the first, we're going to do this. That's a plan that needs to be talked about on the sideline before you get out on the field, as opposed to Justin Fields looking over to the sideline okay, it's 4th and 1. What are we doing? Right? I mean, I looked at the tape, and I would have liked to have thrown a Hail Mary. You think? You think that's what you would have liked to have done?
Yeah, but isn't that like I'm saying? I couldn't coach football, but could I have done that? I could do that. I really could. I could know, hey guys, all right, we got 1 second left. Let's snap the ball, even if it's incomplete, sack, whatever. That doesn't hurt us even a little bit. What are we doing here?
Well, no, you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think you're absolutely right. Oh no. Oh, by the way, in the second half, we call a timeout to decide that we're going to punt and waste another timeout. My point is that I've heard it explained both ways. Is this coach stinks? He's not going to figure it out, and it's a rookie head coach. He's going to have growing pains.
Right.
I don't know.
I agree.
After watching what just happened and then continued into the second half, that I can sign off on it's just growing pains. That doesn't feel like you're taking multiple timeouts and no one ever thought to tell Justin Fields what the hell's happening here?
Yeah. So you asked me the question and my answer, and it's not meant as a cop-out. My honest answer is I have no idea. Do I think he can figure it out? I do. Do I think there's a chance he's going to be an awful coach? I do. I'm not sure. And I don't really lean one way or the other. I think it's 50-50. The end of that first half is jarring, though, because you shouldn't have to be a veteran head coach to know how to handle that at the end of the first half.
No, but again, it goes back to rookie head coach. This happened on the offensive side of the ball, so it's a rookie offensive coordinator. right? Like, as much as you don't like Steve Wilks and think he's doing a good job, at least Steve Wilks has experience as a head coach and a defensive coordinator, right? Like, he's been in that spot before. Tanner Engstrand hasn't.
Nope.
Right? So, like, the play calling stinks. How you handled the end of the first half stinks. You took a timeout in the second half to decide you were going to punt, which ends up costing you in the long run because you could have used that timeout at the end. It's just like, I mean, instead of letting Denver take a timeout at the end of the first half, you took another one of your timeouts. Like, you had plenty of opportunities. Like, this didn't just happen like, hey, we got no timeouts, everyone's scrambling, like, hey, we just lost track of what was happening. You took multiple timeouts to decide. First, you were going to fake punt, and then after you take a sack, you took another timeout.
It was jarring. And the announcers, like I mentioned yesterday, were just like, okay, they have over a minute to go, and, well, what will they do? Will they just be happy running out the half? What team would ever be happy running out a final minute when you're 20 yards away from being in field goal range?
Well, then they run it. They pick it up, and then they run it. It's like, oh, whoa. Now we're running it. So what are we trying to do here? No one has really any clue what's happening.
There were like 5 different occasions where you were jarred at what the Jets were doing in that situation.
Not to mention that after they get the fake punt, he comes running out to the middle of the field. Which you don't, I mean, outside of someone getting hurt,
I'm surprised they didn't like penalize him for that. I didn't know you were even allowed to do that.
Yeah, I don't. There was one spot, too. Can you guys, I don't know if you remember this because it's in my notes, and I meant to bring this up yesterday, where they called an illegal, I'd have to find it, but they called an illegal shift on us. The penalty was declined, and then it was a pass to Garrett that they said he caught initially. I think it was the fumble. Remember what you thought it was a fumble, but he
Yep.
Yeah, but they called an illegal shift. Right? So he fumbles it. There was also an illegal shift
and
called.
Then and they reviewed that then.
Right. So, but they thought it was. So they thought it was a. But the penalty was. They didn't take the penalty, and then they reviewed it, and it was incomplete because of course they would deny the penalty if it was a fumble, right? They recover the fumble,
right?
But then it was ruled incomplete, but they never got back to the penalty. Like, shouldn't you still call the illegal shift penalty?
So they took the penalty away.
Well, because initially
or they declined the penalty.
Initially it was ruled a fumble, and the Broncos.
No, I remember that.
Right, but there was also an illegal shift. So of course Denver's going to say we declined the illegal shift because we just have the ball now. They review it; it's incomplete, and never went back to it was an illegal shift.
So you think they forgot about the penalty?
I think because then it went from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 6.
You think everybody on the field to play, all the officials,
yes,
Sean Payton forgot?
Well, I mean, it's 2nd and 6. Are you not taking an illegal shift penalty to make it?
So that would have been that turned it into a 2nd and 6, or that turned it into a 3rd and 6?
No, it went from so it was 2nd and 6 when the play happened. So an illegal shift, so what, a 5-yard penalty?
Right. So would you rather have 2nd and 11 or 3rd and 6 is what the debate would be?
Well, they just kept the 3rd and 6. I never heard.
Maybe that's what maybe they declined it then.
All right.
I mean, that's the only thing because if they forgot about it, that would be criminal.
Well, I think they might have.
If they declined it, that's one thing.
But I think they might have forgot to come back to it.
That would be.
Wouldn't you take the 2nd and 11?
I mean, you're in $1 billion business. You got people, betting hundreds of millions of dollars on every game now, and you forget about a penalty.
I don't know. Would you take 2nd and 11? I think you would take the 5-yard penalty. No,
I don't know. The way the Jets' offense looked, I might have just taken the 3rd and 6.
When you read after the game that the passing attack, we would have been better off just spiking the ball.
Like that 4th and 8 at the end of the game. I was like, why would they do this? They have no chance to pick this up. None.
Did you see RJ? I'm sure you didn't see it. Did you see his rundown today?
No, not yet.
So in passing in dropbacks, Justin Fields generated minus 0.4 yards per dropback, which means they could have spiked the ball 26 times and lost less yardage. That's great.
By the way, not for air yet, but in my hands right here.
Yep.
I have Mel's first big board.
No, you don't.
I do.
I hope I get it. RJ, did you send me the big board?
Yeah, he sent you the big board.
Yes.
Of course he did.
I love the big board.
Now, after 7 o'clock this morning, then we can get involved with Mel's big board.
Oh, we have to get involved with Mel's big board.
Well, I know. And then Mel's going to join us at 8:15, and then, of course, we'll get involved in his big board.
That's interesting. So speaking of Saquon, big board. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, he's very good. All right, let's not ruin it for everyone else. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I don't know at what point today, I have some NFL nuggets for you. Oh. I mean, I'm sending myself DMs.
What a day to be alive. Oh, I love it.
I'm very much alive. Even though my pick's dead, my fantasy dead, I'm alive because the Giants have buoyed me to life. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you on a Tuesday, ESPN New York.
Dart, 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 dart. Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet, Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Somehow got linked into one of these Twitter things again.
Well, someone added you. I mean,
I'm not sure. So I guess somebody wrote a nasty letter to the Jets, like their ticket rep, and they tagged like 10 different people. And I didn't read the letter, but I guess it was a strongly worded, I want out, I don't want to do this, I'm so miserable with this franchise, this is disgusting. And now the responses to the letter from the people that are tagged.
I want off.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't stop.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't stop. And I don't know, why would they tag me? Why would they tag you?
That's a good question. I'm happy they didn't. I hate this team. I hate them. I hate them. I
know you do. You want off this ride, don't you?
Right now I feel like I want off the ride. I want off the ride. I want off. Well, you saw what happened with the number. You're like, oh, look, they're favored against Carolina.
Well, yeah, not anymore.
Yeah. No Garrett Wilson.
Well, why?
That changed.
Why, if I give you that information, do you do it in that voice?
Well, they're favored against Carolina.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say it that nerdy.
The way you talk to me sometimes is nasty. I deserve better than that. All right, if we were married, we'd be in therapy right now. I'll tell you that.
We wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, we would.
It. No, we'd
be absolutely be in therapy.
No, I would rock your world makeup sex.
They're favored against Carolina.
Why? What did I do to deserve
That's what you sound like. Because I told you, Carolina's better than them. You keep trying to no, they got winnable games against Carolina.
They do have RJ, is the game against Carolina a winnable game?
Yeah, it's winnable.
Okay.
How are they going to beat Carolina without Garrett Wilson?
Am I crazy for saying they have some winnable games on the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, you're not favored. No, I don't think anyone expects you to win, but I mean, in theory, you got to win at some point. So
this
could be one of those games.
Well, who knows? Oh, look, they're favored. That's what you said.
Yeah, but it's like what they.
Well, look, the Jets, they're favored. Why do you tell it like that?
I didn't do that.
What are we going to run, the wing tee? Who are we throwing the ball to?
Who's your number one receiver here in this game?
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds.
Success running the wing tee at this point.
We don't throw to
I
Brees
only
Hall.
hope Alan Lazard can come back.
How many times do you think Brees Hall was targeted in the game against game against Denver? 0.
None?
0 times.
That's
Isaiah
not good.
Isaiah Davis was the only running back targeted. Guess how many yards that went for?
How many times did they line up in pump formation?
See?
I'm sorry.
That's his thing. If you make fun of Rick, now he gets into voices. Now all of a sudden he turns into Frank Caliendo.
Guess how many yards that one went for to Isaiah Davis?
-2 yards.
Yeah, -1. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting a chuckle out of this.
Well, I mean, you're saying it for chuckle's sake.
Yeah, we got a real chance. Oh, look, they're favored.
Why do I turn into like a 1940s actor with a cigar? Favorite, huh? They're favoring.
Because that's the only voice I can do. That's the only voice I can do.
So now they're favorite, huh? Favorite means they're giving points in a game, huh? Giving points.
We had the fumble, and then we had the 72-yard kick return. Guess how many yards those two drives went for? 4. 4
That's
net
not
yards.
good.
No,
yeah,
that's not good.
Well, and no first downs, 4 yards, but points. They turn those into points.
Great.
And that's what good
because
teams
they
do.
gave us points.
Yeah, that's what good teams do, turn those into points. So, I mean, come on. Carolina, winnable. At Cincinnati, winnable. Home to Cleveland after a bye is winnable.
Okay. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, Carolina's won games.
Home to Miami. Who knows what they have with their coach at that point?
I forget their coach. Their locker room's a disaster right now.
Falling apart. At New Orleans.
I got to tell you, though, how do you feel about this whole thing? Because we're getting like the Tua shouldn't air the dirty laundry out in the out to the media.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I understand that side of it.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
No, I don't like it either. But if I got guys that are purposely like not showing up or showing up late to player meetings, I mean, I don't know. Do you feel that bad just airing them out?
Probably not. But it doesn't. It makes your organization look incompetent.
That's right.
And therein lies like is that what you're trying? Like, I guess that's kind of what you're trying to do.
Well, it also like you must be at the point for him to do that. You must be at the point where it's like, if the coaches aren't going to do it, then I guess I'm going to have to do it.
And why? I guess it's like you have nothing left. Why would you not do that? But it doesn't look good.
Well, no, it doesn't look good. But I mean, not even that though. I'm not even saying like Mike McDaniel get in front of a microphone and start airing guys out. I'm like he should be taking care of that behind closed doors. The only time you do that as a player is because the coaches aren't doing it.
Absolutely, 100%. So did you hear Aaron Glenn when he got back from London yesterday? He addressed the media.
Yeah, I'd like to hear him now.
All right, well, let's take a listen. Aaron Glenn said if you were thinking they were going to bench Justin Fields, we'll take that thought and throw it right out of your head.
I thought about this a lot last night. I thought about the question that was asked. When you look at what Justin did, the games that he played, I didn't think he was bad at all. I actually thought he did some pretty good things in those 4 games. In this 5th game, he took a step back, and I'm with you guys 100%. And we can't have that. We have to get better than that. And he knows that. And he knows that better than anyone, So I don't think you just try to bench a player after having one true bad game, because I thought the other games he played fairly well.
So I guess I look at it differently. To say he played fairly well in the other games, I think it's just not true. He was pretty good in the opener against the Steelers. I mean, the other games he didn't play well.
Well, late. I mean, that's the problem though with this team.
It's garbage time.
Right, it's garbage time. I heard Grassa. I gave you the stats. First half, first 3 quarters. Grassa said it again yesterday. Just how many points they've scored in the first 3 quarters of these games. It's just. I mean, that's by that time the game's over, right? I mean, the game against Dallas, it's 30-3. The game's over.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't care what you do after that. And then I mean, to say that was a step back is probably an understatement of what you just saw against Denver. That was more than a step back. That's like
you win with. I actually think you could argue you win with any other quarterback that started on this weekend.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. It's not like, hey, at halftime we're going to replace you with Tyrod Taylor, and then we're going to stick with Tyrod Taylor for the rest of the season. It's like, hey, you're not having a good one. You
don't have it today,
right? Like if I have, a first period in a game where I'm letting in, I let in 4 goals, and clearly I'm just out of it. It's like I'm not giving I'm not giving the team any chance to win here. Like, hey, put someone that can throw the football in, and then we'll reassess after the game. I mean, you
bring in the closer for that one game. There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying this is not Patrick Mahomes, right? This is not like your forever quarterback. It's a guy who is maybe a stopgap, and that's what it really looks like now. And he's awful in that one particular game. Why not say let's go out, let's win this game, and then we'll reevaluate when this game is done?
Right, and it's not a kid that it's not a young kid like Jaxson Dart that you use the first round pick on. That we're not going to mess with him by putting him in games, taking him out of games. Like he's going to learn on the job, and then we're going to live with it. You're trying to change the culture of maybe the most dysfunctional team in the NFL. Like a win would go a long way to kind of hammer home what we're trying to do here.
Yes.
And right now it's like, okay, what exactly is the goal of this season? Like, and you can even say, like, what's the goal of, like, what we're trying to do in this game when you run a fake punt and then we run the clock out? Like, what exactly are we trying to accomplish here? Because if it's not winning, I don't want to be a part of that. You keep telling me that we're trying to put the best players on the field that can help us win. Right now, Justin Fields does not fit that criteria in this game.
Correct.
Why else have a backup?
He was awful, and you have a competent backup. Do I want Tyrod Taylor making the next 11 starts? No. But do I think he could have led you to it? I'm confident he starts in that game in the second half, and you're winning that game. You're talking about the Jets with their first win of the season.
Why else have a good backup, though? It can't be just because, in case, God forbid, our starter gets hurt. It's got to be like certain situations, guys not playing well, whatever the case is we got someone that's more than capable of running the offense. And in the case of this game, better than Justin Fields is because, A, you don't trust him to throw it, and it didn't look like he trusts himself to throw it. So, what exactly are we trying to accomplish here? Are we trying to win, or, what's the number one priority here?
Well, because right now you're trying to set the culture, I would think.
Right, which, I think a win, correct me if I'm wrong, would go a long way in doing that.
Absolutely. 100%. The stink of the loss is terrible. The stink of all the losses is terrible, and you can easily remedy all the stink with my friends at Bathfitter. See, now what they did in an unbelievable manner is they converted Alex's bath to a shower. Incredible, really incredible. Now, they offer all types of custom bath renovations, including what I like to call the unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. How long does it take, you ask? Great question. 1 day. That's it.
Wow.
One person, 1 day, easy to clean, no demo, no mess, and the cost is lower than a standard replacement. With how long is the guarantee? 5 years? No. 10 years? No. Forever. Forever. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest. When? Until April of 27.
Wow, that's years.
That's a long time. So here's what I suggest. Start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com because there's only one Bathfitter.
That's nice.
Thank you.
I already feel cleaner having listened to that.
Well, yeah. It's a verbal cleansing.
Really is.
It is what it is. It's like you spend time with a cat.
That'd be more like a tongue cleansing than a verbal
Right. Well,
cleansing.
You know what? A verbal cleansing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get over the lifetime warranty, and it only takes 1 day.
And you're not paying until 2027.
Oh,
right.
Sign me up.
That'll never happen.
I like some attachments in the shower, like some accessories.
Well, like they have all sorts of stuff.
Like a nice little bench.
Yeah, they have shower racks. They have benches. They have all of it.
See,
he wasn't even doing anything bad there, Ray. Your mind went right to the gutter.
See, that's what I've created here. Is now Ray is a sick individual. I just like to sit down sometimes when I'm in the shower, just relax.
Ray is as like wholesome and good of a guy as there is, and you've turned him into like a porno director.
No, I didn't do that.
Yes,
I don't have a half bedroom that I do wild stuff in. He does.
Yeah, I don't know that first part's true.
You're not wholesome?
I don't think so.
Really?
Oh, see?
You're debaucherous, aren't you?
This is why he won't tell
us. What do you got?
Things.
I'm not going to tell you.
You got some stuff, don't you?
I haven't told you to this point. I'm not going to tell you.
You got some
snippet.
Oh, my God. What
does
he have?
Stop.
Come on,
Stop.
Ray. You got any fetish stuff you like?
You know, Ray, we didn't bring this. I said wholesome. You're like, I'm not wholesome. So don't say stop doing this. You're the one that started this conversation.
All I said is that you're painting me out to be something I'm not. I don't want.
So you're not
I don't
wholesome.
want falsehoods out there.
You go to confession?
I don't want this this unattainable stature that you're building up out there. I don't want that.
False advertising is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
So you're a wild, savage maniac in the bedroom.
I'm not going to go that far either.
All right. Listen, you can tell us whenever you want to tell us. We're here to listen. Safe space. It's a safe space, Ray, if you want to bring up some of your stuff you like to do, okay?
Let's
feel comfortable.
take a break. Raymond, let's take a break. Rick, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll continue with the football. I have my Nuggets. We'll go around the league in some capacity today. Got to get back into the Giants again. It's a real shame. We'll get into it on the other side. Real shame with the Giants. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Be there for special guests, live Knicks talk, and opening night vibes before tip-off. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
Dime dropped right down the chimney by Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets have the lead. Be at MetLife Stadium for the Jets and the Panthers on Sunday, October 19th at 1 p.m., presented by JetBlue. Get to the game early and secure the game giveaway, a JetBlue Jets plane magnet while supplies last. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We might get into a little baseball today as well. Today's bouncy. There's a lot to get into today. I got a nice email from a listener that's impressed with my maturity level.
Okay, can I hear it?
Yeah. This comes from Kim G. I want to give you a compliment, Dave. I've been an avid listener of the show for the last 4 years, and I've listened to you attack Ray and his Cowboys over and over and over again. This season would be so easy for you to jump on and rub it into Ray's face, and for the most part, I think you've really shown incredible growth, and you've been very gentle. Growth, amazing. Good job, Kim G.
Okay.
Kim G's not wrong.
I've not been a savage animal with you.
But by the same token, it's kind of like, how low is the bar here?
Very low.
Because I wouldn't say you've been a saint, but by comparison to what you've been in the past,
well,
you've
I
been
mean,
pretty
you say
good.
I haven't been a saint. I haven't really attacked you at all.
No, you've been pretty. Not this week.
I mean, not you lost to Carolina in a game you should have won. I said
Absolutely.
I don't even think I said a word.
Absolutely, you've been on very good behavior so far this week. But it's only Tuesday. There's plenty of time.
I don't see that changing this week. You have a big game this week, by the way. Washington and Dallas.
Yeah, I don't feel good about any games at this point.
Well, how could your defense is
how could you feel good about if your strategy is basically, hey, offense, you need to score a touchdown every time, otherwise we're in real trouble. That's not conducive to winning.
You play the Jets. You look good against the Jets.
We can't play the Jets every week. Not in the same division. Not even
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
That's once every 4 years, Rick.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you don't get the Jets all that often.
I will say though that I have noticed. I don't know if we want to call it growth, but I have noticed that you haven't been nearly as hard on Ray as normal.
Yeah, that's what the emailer's saying.
No, I know, but I don't know if that's just because you're choosing not to do that, or just because you've been so dead inside that it really hasn't made any sense to.
Well, you know what makes me a strange and sick individual is that as bad as the Giants are, and as bad as they will be, it's in a sick, sadistic way. It still gives me enjoyment to watch teams that I can't stand do poorly.
But that's part of your personality. We've already established this.
I think it's been established that.
But that's not normal.
You enjoy the Schadenfreude more than actually winning. I think sometimes.
That's not true. I don't enjoy it more, but I enjoy it even when my team is embarrassing themselves.
Right, and then you criticize me for busting your chops, and my team stinks. So I mean, it's not different.
But I never bust your chops.
Well,
never.
I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true either.
I mean, I never attacked the Jets. The only reason I ever attacked the Jets is because you pushed me to do that.
Right, but I have no one else to attack, though. I don't have anyone on, I don't have a Dolphins fan on the show, or, I mean, what do I attack?
You know Dolphins fans.
Yeah,
Troy's
but
a
not on the
Dolphins
show,
fan. You have
I
a tight
don't.
relationship with him.
Right, but you get to bust Raymond's chops. I have no one. RJ's the Niners.
Right.
You're the Giants. He's the Cowboys.
Well, but why my chops? Why not RJ's chops?
Well, because you're the other host on the show. Well, I'm not going to just bring RJ and bust his chops all the time.
All right.
Plus, his team is usually good.
His team is usually good.
Yeah, right.
His team is all banged up now.
Your team has turned into the Jets. I mean, you got a much
not
brighter
anymore
outlook now because you got the quarterback. Unless they kill him,
which is possible.
Which it seems like they're trying to do.
So I spoke with Bob Papa yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, and Bob Papa said, I was like, Bob, what is the voice of the Giants? I said, why do they not tell him you can't play like that? He's like, he's been told that forever. He was told that at LSU. I mean, at Ole Miss. He can't do it. He's told that by the Giants. He, Monday to Friday in game planning, and they walk through, got it, no problem. When the heat of the battle starts, he can't not try to get every yard that's possible. He can't do it.
Right, and I think that's why Brian Daboll fell in love with him. I mean, Josh
Allen's which is a
the
blessing
same.
and a curse, right?
Well, I mean, listen, Josh Allen's the same way. I mean, what would you rather have? Someone that's not willing to do it and try to coach them up to do it, or someone that can't help themselves but do it and try to rein that back?
I would rather have the latter, but I don't feel good about it because he's not going to be able to exist for the season if he continues to play football like that. He will not physically make it through.
It's pretty evident. I mean, he's in the tent every game. So
every game.
Yeah, I don't know how you coach it out of him. I don't know if you want to coach it out of him. I mean, there are definitely times during the game where it's like, did you need to do that? And you'll show him one video and say, hey, as you're going out of bounds, you need to launch yourself like a missile.
Right.
No.
I can't even understand the 3rd and 4 where you're angling towards the first down and you're going to put your head down and try to run through someone. I don't love it, but I can understand that. On like the 1st and 10, whether you get 6 yards or 8 yards, does it really matter?
To him, it does.
Oh yeah, but I think that's the problem. To him, everything matters.
Well, I think the other problem is that again, I can't answer this question for Brian Daboll and how he's calling plays. I mean, could it just be, hey, we're trying to put in a plan. We're trying to put a plan in place to have success, but still protect them at the same time, and he's just not willing to do it. Like he just wants to run it and everything else. Or is it, I realize how important these games are, and I'm going to coach these things like they're playoff games because I need to win.
Yeah, but that's a disconnect, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing: like he is a really good athlete, and he's like, I think a lot more elusive.
A better athlete than I even thought.
Right. I mean, you saw it in that Eagles game what he did to Zach Bond. And you're designed like he's got design runs already kind of built into what they're doing, as opposed to like I think Baker Mayfield is built similarly, but he's not running the ball as often as Jaxson Dart is running the ball. Like if that 3rd down was a 3rd and 14, he's got to pick that up. He's going to do whatever it takes to pick that up.
Right, but I would be okay with that. Like if there is that isolated play where it's a 3rd down and you have to get it, otherwise you guys have to punt it. I don't love it, but I understand it. If that's a 2nd and 14, is he going to do the same thing? And I think he probably is. And he hasn't learned yet. Now I don't know if he can learn. I don't know if he has that in his DNA.
Yeah, it's such an interesting place to be because it's what makes him it's what makes him special, right? It's what makes him different. And in this version of the NFL, you need that. Like, look what it's done for them on 3rd downs. Russell Wilson, as the quarterback for the first 3 weeks, they converted on 3rd down just under 30%, which was 31st in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Since Dart's taken over, they're converting at almost 47%, which is 3rd in the NFL.
That's a terrific number. Now, you and I are not the only ones who feel like this. Steve Young was on the K Show yesterday, and he also said Jaxson Dart needs to take it easy and protect himself.
Everyone has to learn to attack the line of scrimmage. There's too many free yards. You have to do it, and especially in the big games. So the fact that Jaxson can do that is super important, and he's got to keep doing it. Now, as you learn, and I remember I talked about Emmitt Smith, he had a great quote, like, know when the journey is over. Know exactly what you're trying to do, and when you have to preserve, you have to stay healthy. This team needs you. You have to be mature. You have to develop that maturity really fast. And so how do I do that? If it's a 1st down, I'm not going to stretch and try to spin and do something stupid or take on a linebacker. If it's a touchdown, I'm willing to do more, but it's all those judgments. It's being and figuring out how to go down to the ground, not necessarily sliding. I think sliding can get you killed sometimes. So you got to figure out how to get to the ground going forward, head first, kind of sideways. And that's just all experience.
Yeah, so I don't know if I explained it as well as I hope to. I think hearing him explain it is exactly what I was trying to say.
Right. I mean, it just goes back to, you've said it before. It's, lose the battle to win the war sometimes.
Yes.
But I just think, he's also at the same time, first of all, they're not playing a lot of big games. Like, save it for the big games. Well, you're not playing a lot of big games because you don't win
not
enough.
Yet, certainly.
So, it feels like the way that Brian Daboll is coaching, every game for him is a big game. And I think also as a rookie, especially at that position, you're trying to prove to your teammates that you're going to do whatever it takes to help them win. Because on the same side of that, you want to make sure that they're doing whatever it takes.
Of course, but it feels like he's already done that. I just wondering if dialing back a little bit would benefit both him and the team.
I think you're at a point now with how well he's played and the success that the team's actually starting to have right now, where they probably recognize that too, and I'm sure his teammates are also saying it. Like, hey, we get it, mission accomplished. We believe in you, but you need to believe how important. Like to what Steve just said. How important you are to us, and we need you healthy.
Right, and you've seen what it looks like with Russell Wilson in a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm all set with Russell Wilson being the backup at this point.
I honestly, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him. I know he's a great quarterback, has been a great quarterback. If you told me later today the Giants cut Russell Wilson, I would be fine with that. Because the succession plan isn't it's going to be Dart next year, and the backup to Dart next year is Jameis Winston. So what are we doing now?
That's a great question. I will say this, too, also, and I just thought of this, and I'll be interested to see what it looks like. So you got the Giants playing Denver in that defense now, in Denver, which is, as tough as it's going to get.
Yeah, that's one of the top 5 defenses in football, no doubt.
I can't wait to see, because quarterbacks have listen, Jaxson Dart throws the ball way better than Justin Fields throws the ball, but as far as, athleticism and mobility, I can't actually wait to see what it looks like for him with no Malik Neighbors against that defense, how much better it could look. Which I think will speak to kind of we'll give you a better idea of what exactly we're dealing with coaching staff-wise.
If the offense is decent this Sunday, I think you have to be really excited as a Giants fan.
Yeah, and then really kind of like question what the hell's going on with the Jets when your offense looked that bad.
It looked terrible. But
Awful.
you wouldn't. I mean, you can't compare the Giants' offense to the Jets' offense right now.
No, I can't at all. But I'm just saying, like Garrett ends up getting hurt in that game, so you had Garrett Wilson. You still had Brees Hall. Like you had all your weapons. Like the Giants go into this game without their best weapon.
That's right.
And see how it looks.
That's right. And listen, I think that Dart is better than Justin Fields, but Fields has some of the same qualities. Like he's crazy athletic.
Right.
Why
So
would you
I'm
not
interested
use
to see
that a
how
little
they
bit more?
game. I'm interested to see what the game plan looks like.
Yeah.
Like how many more?
That would be
they
a really
actually
bad look for the Jets brass if Brian Dable is able to scheme up some stuff where they look competent offensively.
Well, they can actually move the football instead of throwing for minus 10 yards.
Yeah. Let's go to Danny in Long Island. Danny, lead us off. You're on ESPN New York. Good morning. Uh-oh.
Oh, Danny.
Hello. But you don't know that it's Danny. Could be the phones. Could be any number of things.
Successful pick this week.
Oh, there you go, Danny. How you doing?
Doing very well. Listen, I went through this with Rothenberg. We see this with other quarterbacks. You can't tell them what to do because, like every other 18-year-old kid in the world, 22 years, they think they're indestructible, and until it happens to them, then they don't learn. They think they're faster. So, hopefully he doesn't get hurt, nothing, but he's going to get dinged up, and maybe that'll be enough because you can't take the puppy out of a puppy. He wants to run. He wants to dive. That's what makes him a player. And 100% right, you have to pick your spots. It's not worth 3rd and 6 over 3rd and 4, and he'll learn that. And you can't. And I'm telling you, when the coaches are talking to him, it's just like me and you talking to an 18-year-old kid about driving safely. Yeah, Dad, I got it, no problem. And then they go out and and when he goes out and he plays a little reckless, and that's part of his demeanor. That's good. I think he's got it, Dave. I think you have great football into your senior citizen years now. I think this kid is going to be it. And that's what you can do. But you can't teach it out of him. You can't lecture at him. It's got to have. Roethlisberger got a couple of minor knee injuries. Got some concussion. You just have to learn. And nothing we can do about that. But good things coming for the Giants, pal.
Oh, that is music. And thanks for the call, Danny. But the thing about, like you mentioned, Josh Allen and Roethlisberger, those guys are enormous. And like Roethlisberger is like a mountain. Josh Allen is 6'5", 245. Jaxson Dart is not that big.
No, but Danny's 100% right, though. I mean, that's absolutely the case. I mean, at that age, you think you're invincible. And he's played like this his entire life.
I get it.
That's what got him to this point. He's having success doing it. Unfortunately, he's probably not wrong until it actually happens to you.
I just hope when it happens to him, it's not one of these catastrophic year-ending injuries. It's just like, a week or so.
Oh, but listen, it's happened every game, though. I mean, it started with his hamstring, and he's in the 10th for concussion stuff. So, I mean, it's just, it keeps happening.
He's 3 for 3.
It just hasn't, nothing serious, knock on wood, has happened.
Thank goodness.
I'm not even a Giants fan, but, I mean, it gives me a reason to watch these Giants games every week.
So the Giants do you see the Giants number? They're getting 7 in Denver.
Getting Denver, okay.
And the Jets were favored, and now they're getting 2 at home against Carolina because no Garrett Wilson.
That makes more sense
and the
anyway,
Jets.
Though. And it's the Jets.
Right.
Right.
So you combine those two things. But those are the kind of the spreads I wanted to bring up to you right there.
I'm glad you brought them up. You know what happens when you bring up spreads like that?
What?
It gets me to thinking. It gets me to thinking, what can I do with that information?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's good stuff. That's good information.
You're buying
I'm thinking
time,
to myself, why not do myself a favor and go to FanDuel because they're the best. And they're going to get you ready for kickoff with an offer that you're not going to want to miss. New customers bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet $5. If it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. Visit FanDuel. Oh, I'm getting choked up.
Don't cry. It's okay. It's a really good service.
I know.
I mean, they pay out the whole thing.
I love it so much.
Don't get emotional. Take a breath. Inhale, hold it, exhale.
When I have numbers like this.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, you got to visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the FanDuel app today and get started. Got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text OPEN-Y at 467369.
What exactly happened there? Like what?
I started choking, and then I got a little choked up.
Oh, I mean, it's an emotional read. I understand.
He was a step away from openly weeping.
I'm tearing up. Can you see? I'm starting to tear up a little bit.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. I have sent RJ some sound.
Wow.
I want to hear about why you're so well liked at the station. I have some NFL nuggets to bring your way.
Okay.
We've got CMT. We've got Mel Kyper. It's all happening on this very busy, bouncy Tuesday. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, on the roads and bring her in. Here she is, our dear friend, Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. I've got some nuggets of information for you. Alternate side parking rules are suspended for religious observance. Metered parking rules in effect inbound George Washington Bridge 30. Lincoln 15, Holland 20. Watch for delays. 80 East exit 35 and Rockaway with a collision. And traffic slowing down on the Taconic South at Peekskill Hollow Road. It's an accident in Putnam Valley, LIE west of the northern state. A crash. Traffic is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and more for a child in poverty. And there are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. And their wait, sponsor a child with Compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN, New York.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
So did you hear Aaron Glenn?
When you look at what Justin did, the games that he played, I didn't think he was bad at all. He took a step back, and we can't have that. I don't think you just try to bench a player after having one true bad game.
He was pretty good in the opener. The other games, he didn't play well.
You're trying to change the culture of maybe the most dysfunctional team in the NFL. A win would go a long way to kind of hammer home what we're trying to do here.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
FanDuel has you covered. Visit FanDuel. Oh, I'm getting choked up.
Don't cry. It's okay.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
You see the way I jump in there and I see you struggling and I throw you a life preserver?
Yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I know. But I mean,
You're my
you would probably just be laughing at me.
No, I wouldn't have.
I start choking and breaking down and you're hysterical. This is the greatest thing you've ever seen. I spring into action like a superhero.
Yeah, listen, I would have, if you were doing your bath fitter read, which I was fully participating in, I was like, ooh, that sounds great. I would have jumped right in.
So all of a sudden I start to break down. You feel me physically breaking down doing a read, and you're going to jump in and help me.
Yeah.
All right.
Right in, bath fitter. You don't pay till April 2027. Lifetime warranty. Watertight. Took one day.
No demo, no mess.
No demo, no mess.
All right.
I got you.
Okay. All right. I just want to know who we are. So you see a teammate struggling, and you jump in and help.
Okay. By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to have to bring this to the air, but I'm going to bring it to the air.
Yeah.
I will see your great teammate, and I will raise you. I'm the greatest teammate that you've ever been with.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what the team is. It could be your 8-year-old tennis team. I don't care what it is. I am the greatest teammate in the history of Dave Rothenberg's life.
All right. How so?
I got a phone call last week about an appearance. Okay, just me appearance. Okay, how much, like all the different details. You know, I'm sure you've had conversations with John like this before. I said to John, I'm not doing it unless Dave's doing it with me.
I heard about this actually.
Yeah, he's like, you know what that means? I was like, no, tell me what it means. It means that you're not going to get, obviously because Dave will be there with you, you're going to get paid, whatever. I was like, doesn't matter. I'm doing it. I want Dave doing it with me. I'll take half. How about that?
It's a good teammate.
That's a great teammate.
I will also tell you this. Maybe I'm not supposed to divulge this kind of information, but I will. John said, you by yourself?
See, why?
They don't. I'm telling you what John said.
John didn't say that.
They don't love the idea of you being by yourself. You will be. RJ, did you hear him say this yesterday?
No. They as in John doesn't like me being by myself. The company I don't
know who it was. It was relayed to me. You're the best version of you when I'm around.
I don't disagree with that.
That's how it was relayed to me.
It sounds to me like this was being spun to sweeten the pot for Dave.
No, John is spinning it to make Dave feel good. The person that wants me to do this was supposed to be just me. And John, which he's right, thinks that I'm better when I'm with Dave, so why not include Dave?
I'm happy to go. I'm happy to support. I'm happy to get paid. And if you want to do it by yourself, I'm happy with that as well.
No, because I wouldn't be happy doing it by myself. I don't care how much they pay me. I want you to do it with me.
Okay. Well, then I will do it with you if this thing comes to pass.
Okay, good. That's all I want.
And I told John that yesterday.
Good. That'll be fun.
Nice I'll be right there by your side.
Yes. That's how it should be. It's how it was meant to be.
Exactly that. Artie Brooklyn. Artie, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, guys. Taking the call. So let me ask you a question. What's worse, an interception or taking a sack?
Probably an interception.
And I know, and I know the last play of the game, you got to throw the ball. But what's worse?
I mean,
an interception's
last
worse,
play of
Artie.
the game is different. Last play of the game, yeah, you got to throw the football. But for the most part of the game, you can't get an interception. That's worse.
How many interceptions does Fields have this year?
Right, but he's not. How many points have we scored, Artie? I mean, at some point you got to throw the football.
I get it, but you got to admit the way Glenn, and you want to fault him, but the way Glenn is playing, They're playing with run the ball, don't turn the ball over. You're playing Denver, who's a much better team. They're blaming him for not wanting to get out of there with a 10-6, not trying to score, 10-6 lead. He admitted that he made a mistake not throwing the Hail Mary. He's getting criticized about that. Nobody's giving him credit. You say instead of saying that they just played great defense,
Artie,
hang on a second. Hang on.
I'm going to let you go. What are you going to give credit for watching that game this past weekend?
Are you kidding me? They play great defense and great special teams. They play Denver, and if Wilson, who's getting paid, listen, I love Wilson, but you got to admit, you're a top 3, top 5. You're getting paid. In the Pittsburgh game, he got blown up, but I know other people hang on to that ball. Yes, and yet last week, against Denver, if he holds on to that ball, you got Falk kicking a 54-yard field goal. I'll take my chances.
Which ball are you talking about? The one on the left sideline?
Yeah, he had the ball in his hands.
The ball in his hands. That ball was late and inside.
In his hands.
Had you had a quarterback that threw the ball properly, that's an easy catch and it's a first down.
Not even properly.
Right, it's not
decently.
an easy catch. I admit, it wasn't an easy catch. But go look at the replay. The ball was in his hands, in his stomach, and the guy knocked it out.
So you look at this game, Artie, and the blame that you place is on Garrett Wilson.
No, I'm blaming it on the offensive coordinator who couldn't get the ball to Hall, who's calling plays, not easy throws. They're blitzing, so Fields can't read a freaking a defense to audible or something like that. He sees a full-out blitz. He's got to get rid of the ball. I get it. But to go crazy, like, Rick, okay, so say they win the game, right? They win the game. What the heck is the big difference?
It's a huge difference.
Find out about Fields.
It's a huge difference.
Wait, hang on a second. One last question, Dave, okay?
Yeah.
The same scenario. They're playing Denver. Same exact thing. The quarterback, Dart, is playing horrible. You bring in Wilson in second half?
It's
different.
Not apples to apples, man. How many times have I said that already?
Jaxson Dart is my quarterback of the future. Jaxson Dart is what I'm holding all my hopes onto. Justin Fields is a stopgap quarterback who I think already has proven he is not going to be your quarterback into the future. It's not the same. It's not apples to apples comparison.
No, I wish I had the number too. There was a number that I saw yesterday, or I heard yesterday, about how long it actually took him to throw the football. Like how much time he actually had before he was taking sacks.
He held on to the football forever.
And it was more than enough time to get rid of the football.
Yes. You have to throw the football. I can't believe he's calling defending Justin Fields in that game.
Yeah, and blaming Garrett Wilson.
The offensive line, the offensive coordinator, Garrett Wilson. How about blame the guy? He was awful.
Mafunga shouldn't have had a chance.
The coach said
to come
how
over
bad
and
he
knock
was.
that ball away.
The coach said he's been okay this season. He took a real step back, but not to Artie. To Artie, he was as good as he's been.
What do I call him? It's Hafunga, right?
You called him Mafunga.
Mafunga. It's Hafunga.
We eating Mafungo this morning?
I love dude. I'll tell you what. I love Mafungo. Delicious.
I can tell.
Oh. No, it's Hafunga. Yeah, but he got turned around on that play. I watched that play 5 different times.
Terrible throw. He waits forever to throw the football.
It's because he doesn't trust what he sees. He has no idea what's going on. You have to be able to throw the football. What's better, an interception or a sack? I don't know. Taking 9 sacks isn't great.
Yeah, but interceptions are worse than sacks.
Of course they are, but it's not a fair question to ask. Of course interceptions are worse than sacks.
It's ridiculous. All right, so Dan Orlovsky, who we like very much, was on McAfee yesterday. And he said if they continue like this, they're going to have to trade away their pieces on offense.
It's as bad as an offensive tape as I've watched in years. I'm surprised because I really enjoyed time with them a couple weeks ago having Monday Night Football and was really impressed with Aaron Glenn. It's not equating to wins right now, so I can't defend that. But that offensive tape was absolutely terrible. Garrett Wilson's career is like dying there. He's being wasted talent-wise. I've defended Justin a lot. And I don't think yesterday's performance is totally on Justin, but Garrett's open. Like, Garrett's open on tape yesterday. Dude, if it's man coverage, just throw the ball to him. I don't care what the route says. I don't care what the read says. Like, the final play of the game, throw him the ball. The Jets got a really difficult situation right now because it's not going well offensively. They paid the perimeter before they paid the front.
Yep.
Really. Like, they paid Sauce and they paid Garrett. They're two really, really, really good players. I don't necessarily know if that's the best way to go about rebuild. I think they have to entertain trading everybody of value.
Oh, my God.
Just burn it all down.
I mean, really?
Well, I mean, but do you want to get to the point now where, I mean, I don't know how many games they're going to win. Right now it doesn't feel like they're going to win any games. But when you bring in a rookie quarterback and you've already traded all your best players,
right? So you're gonna make Garrett Wilson available, and then you're gonna bring in a rookie quarterback. Like, how dumb of an organization could you be? Why would you trade Garrett Wilson? Wouldn't you want him to be able to help a rookie quarterback?
You would think, and I know why you pay him. I mean, they're two of your better players. They're young. You drafted them, you developed them, and then they're also a huge tool for a new head coach to kind of relay his message to they're going to buy in because you just paid them, right? So, what better way to take my message and spread it through the team than with the two young, foundational pieces?
Now, that being said, were you done? I'm sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay. That being said, if I get a Jamal Adams deal, I mean, everyone is available, in my opinion. Like, you could get them. You got to trade me 2 1s? All right, now we're talking. But realistically, I'm not just selling for parts now.
All right, so here's the number. I got it. Thank you to Anthony Pusick who sent it to me. So Caleb Williams has the longest average time to throw in the NFL. It's just over 3 seconds, so 3.05 seconds for the season. The average for quarterbacks in the NFL is 2.65 seconds. On the 9 sacks that Justin Fields took, his average time to throw was almost 4 seconds, 3.95 seconds.
That's an eternity back there.
Right. So, there's plenty of time. You say what you want. There's plenty of time for him to get rid of the football as opposed to taking a sack.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. Stamatis, Astoria. Hello, Stamatis. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Well, I haven't spoken to you since the Giants game, so congrats on the Giants, man. What a great win that was. I'm still floating from that.
That was
unbelievable. I think the only bad part of that game is that we didn't get to see them again on Sunday.
I enjoyed not having to watch it again on Sunday. We got the win. It was a great win. I felt phenomenal about it, and then I got to enjoy it and bask in it while watching other football. It was perfect for me.
It was great. It was great. Look, and now I'm going to be the annoying caller for a minute and bring up trading Garrett Wilson, all right? Because I'm just having hypotheticals, and I got a Jet fan there and a Giant fan there with you guys, so I want your takes. All right, if the Giants and the Jets work out a deal, which at first I thought they would never do, but then if you remember, they did trade Leonard Williams to us a few years ago, so it's not out of the question. What would you be willing to give up for a Garrett Wilson type of player, and then obviously to give Jaxson Dart that weapon for the rest of this year, and then pair him up with Malik Neighbors next year? How far would you go to get that deal done?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's doable next to Cole Stamatis, just because I'm not giving you a 1. My 1 is realistically going to be a top 10 pick, I would guess, and I'm not giving you a top 10 pick for Garrett Wilson. So I don't think it's doable.
No, I don't think they would do it. You definitely need. Especially now with Malik Neighbors out for the rest of the season, and then whatever version of Malik Neighbors you get back, next season. I think there is a huge drop-off from Malik Neighbors.
I'm not saying there's not a huge gaping hole that they needed. I'm not willing to, are you willing to take a non-first-round pick for Garrett Wilson?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I wouldn't expect you to give up a really high first-round pick to do it.
Right.
On top of the fact that you're going to have to pay Malik Neighbors, too, and Garrett Wilson already got paid. So how many – I know they're doing it in Cincinnati, but, is that the best –
look at Cincinnati. Is it working there at a high level?
No, not without Joe Burrow. It's not. No. So I don't think that's a reality. You've heard that Chris Olave's name being thrown around as a potential trade target, but listen, as far as importance of positions now, especially with how much teams are throwing the football, look at what the wide receivers are getting paid right now.
Right. So are you prepared to pay that much? And you're right. Neighbors going to have to get paid.
Yep.
At some point, and are you willing to pay another? You can't have 2 high-priced guys like that.
I'm looking at Garrett Wilson's contract right now. So his cap hit over the next couple of years. Next year it's just over 10, then it goes to 23, then it's almost 36, then it's 36.5, and then it's 38.5.
It's not an outrageous deal actually, because I think he's a terrific receiver, and it's locked in there, and the receiver contracts are only going to go up, I would assume.
Probably, yeah. But, if you're the Jets and you're going to draft a quarterback next year with your first-round pick.
Right. You don't have weapons now. You're going to trade your one weapon?
No, I could completely understand the other side of this if I'm Garrett Wilson. Get me the hell out of here. Right? I'm not maximizing my potential and we don't win, so what is the sense? The only way you sacrifice personal stats is if you're winning. Right? I'm going back to what I watched with Saquon yesterday.
Unless you're A.J. Brown, and then you can't.
well, and then you're a pain in the ass. But I mean, when Sirianni went over to Saquon, it was like, listen, I think it was 13 yards away or whatever. I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do? And he's like, no, I'm good. Let the young kids eat. And then last game of the season, where he can set the record against the Giants, which would be unbelievable.
Yep.
And he's like, no. I mean, we're trying to win here. That's the goal, right? Is to win a Super Bowl. We're all healthy. Like as long as we're all on the same page to try to win the Super Bowl, I'll put that aside for the betterment of the team. So that's what he did.
So you wonder why he's a team leader.
Think about that though. So when you're going to end up watching it. I know you'll end up watching it because you're curious. But so he gets the phone call from his agent that he just got an extra $1 million from Philly, extra $1 million guaranteed. And he's like, dude, that's great work. Get the job, get the deal done. Let's sign it. His buddy comes in, gives him a big hug, so happy for him. And he's like, now all that's left to do is win Offensive Player of the Year in the Super Bowl. Says that before the deal's even signed.
And he did, right?
And he goes out and wins Offensive Player of the Year in the Super Bowl.
You know what's amazing? Non-quarterbacks can't even say MVP. You can't even utter the words, I want to be MVP, because it goes to a quarterback every single season.
Right. I mean, he was more than, you could have made the argument last year that he was the MVP.
Exactly. But even he knows, like, that's I can win Offensive Player of the Year. We can win the Super Bowl, MVP. Don't get crazy. We're not winning that. That goes to a quarterback. All right. Let's break. We'll come back. 800-919-3776. I got some nuggets for you. We got CMT on the way. We got Mel Kyper on the way. I got Mel's big board right in front of me. Maybe we'll get into that as well. We'll do it next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela. Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at Amazon.com/PickupMVP. That's Amazon.com/PickupMVP.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves, so grab your can and unleash the beast.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
DNR with you, ESPN New York. I got an email in my first. I was like, oh, what? And then I read. I was like, no, this will not happen. Mark R says Giants may not have a first-round pick, Dave. I was like, what? What is he talking about? I got panicked. And then he said, I'm surprised you haven't brought up Dable in the tent. They're being investigated and could lose that pick. No,
they're not going to lose the first.
They're not going to lose the first-round pick.
No, it's going to cost them some money, though, I think.
Oh, and it should.
Yeah, I mean,
it was ridiculous.
I understand both sides of it.
Come on. He looked ridiculous.
He looked ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy, but I want to know when my guy's going to be ready. But, I mean, it's a situation like that where he's being checked out for a concussion. I mean, your first thought shouldn't be, hey, let's hurry this thing up so I can get him back in the game.
Right. And that's his first thought. Like, this, the NFL, whether you believe it or not, they have made, like, the CTE, concussions, all that kind of stuff a real priority. And they have, that's why they changed the kickoff rule, right? So, I mean, you may not believe it to be true, but that's what they're selling. And for you to have a coach running into the tent and then screaming at the doctor is not what they're looking for to have happen.
No, and then Scadaboo went in there. Yeah,
right.
So, I mean, that's supposed to be like they don't want any involvement from the coaching staff because they don't want the coaching staff to put any pressure on the team.
Which is exact opposite, right? Because he's screaming. He's like, if I take a timeout, can I get him back in the game then?
Right, but that's why they have a third party do it now.
Because they should.
Like, we want to pretend like that didn't happen, but it did happen. Where, I mean, coaching staffs are putting pressure on the team doctors to get their guys back out there. I mean, like, trainers and doctors are judged on how much time their players miss. Right? So, yeah, like I get the mentality of, hey, I need to know when this guy's going to be ready so I can plan accordingly. But you also need to, like, recognize that this is the kid's,
right.
future.
This is real life now.
Right. I mean, it's a concussion. We all know what happens with concussions now. There's been enough, research and everything
Correct.
done of how devastating these things can be. Let's just focus on his health first. And if he's good, he'll be back. If he's not, then he's done.
Well, what is strange, did you see you must have seen this play the other night when Travis Kelce went down like right on his head?
Yep.
And they did nothing.
I know. I think it's also how you react once it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you get up or you're a little day, like, you look like you're staggered a little bit. The problem with the whole concussion thing is, and this is, I mean, you're not starting to see this, but you're seeing this now, is it's not necessarily the big hits that are doing it. It's like, so for offensive linemen, it's the repetitiveness of it.
Right, it's just the accumulation of.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's just your brain bashing against the side of your head all the time, and it's with, I mean, hands to the face all the time. With
what did they used to say? It was like just mini car accidents over and over and over and over.
Yeah. So you're consistently just doing damage to your brain, right?
I know I've said this before, but I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I fear for Cam Scadaboo in like his 30s and 40s.
Yeah, I mean, the way he plays. Yeah, I mean, of course. I just think it's football in general, and that's why. I mean, do I believe that the NFL is overly concerned with player safety and player health? No, I don't. But as far as the game is concerned and what's in the best interest of the game, they have to pretend to be. Because we were hitting that like dangerous time for football where it was like parents thought it was too dangerous for their kids to play it.
Right. I remember they fought CTE. It's not a real thing. It's made up. Dr. Amalu is, just a crusader against the NFL. So
yeah, I mean, it's the risk that you run when you play it. I think there's enough kids that play the sport that are willing to take that risk because of
because who was it they called before? Like you don't know what you don't know.
Well, but I mean, you're starting to get to the point now where you kind of could know if you wanted to know.
Yeah,
but I think it's just
people never, especially young people, never think that's going to happen to me.
No, but what I'm saying though, and I always said this, if someone ever came up with a test that they can check if you have CTE, and if you do, how far along is it, without you actually donating your brain, like an actual test that I could go do, I think that could potentially change a lot of people's minds. Like, because to your point, it's like, it's not going to happen to me. Well, if I had a test that all of a sudden they scan my brain and I'm already like stage 2 of CTE, am I still playing?
Well, therein lies the question, right? If that's the way you're making your livelihood, you're trying to support your family, you're stage 2, it could progress regardless. Are you still going to go out there and play? I don't know.
I would say probably a lot of guys would say no.
Wouldn't you not want to know though?
I would want to know because I would want the option. I would want to be able to make my own decision.
Right.
Whether I want to keep this like, hey, what is like if I keep playing, how quickly will this progress? If I get another concussion, what will happen? Like I'd want to have at least all the information first. Like they told me they had my 8th. I think it was my 8th concussion. The doctor's like, you should stop playing, and I was like, no, I'm not going to stop playing. Can't stop now.
Oh, because that defines who you are.
Right. I mean, is it in my best interest? Like, I mean, will I find out when I pass and donate my brain that I was messed up? Probably.
Are you donating your brain? Is that happening?
I'm going to, yeah.
That's like officially signed, sealed, and delivered? Like,
no, I don't know what I have to do. Yeah, like I told my wife I want it.
Can I get something from you?
What do you want?
I don't know. RJ, you want something? You want to have like a draft, guys? I'd like your arms.
Parts? You have an arm. You want both? You can want one.
I mean, think of what I would be. I'd be like a superhero with those arms.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to like attach them to your body, though.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, that's high.
Modern science it moves quickly.
That's a lot of draft equity. Both arms.
What he wants, Rick, he's not replacing his own arms. He wants to attach them to himself. So he wants to have extra appendages.
Right.
You want extra arms?
Yeah.
You better hope I don't get ahead of you in the order. I would take one of those arms.
How would this work then?
You'd have to pay a ransom for it.
He wants to look like the dude from Mortal Kombat.
Well, so you think arms go one?
I think legs.
Are the arms a package, or could you?
Let's get Mel to break this down.
Listen, no, I think you got to go snake draft. And you can only have one arm. You can't
one
go
arm.
Both arms. Yeah.
Then forget it. I don't want one arm.
See, well, that's tough though because that's what could backfire on me. So let's just say I pick ahead of you. I take left arm. And what am I doing?
Why would you take left arm though? Because he's a lefty.
Left arm's got the tattoos too. It's the cooler looking arm.
So, but then at some point you need just for equilibrium, you need the right arm. So you can hold that over me, and I would have to give up a ton.
Hold the arm hostage.
So you would like with when someone else passed and we drafted from them, I would trade you the rights to Rick's right arm, and then I'd have other things from that person.
But what would you want?
Stash it in Europe.
What body part would you want in return? Like, what are you getting?
I mean, arms is really that's what I'd like. I don't know. I haven't seen his manhood. I don't know that I'd want that. Plus,
that's high. That'd be a high pick.
But here's the problem with that.
That's some beauty there as well.
I got to be careful. I gotta be
but
careful.
Think about what you could do with two beautiful ones.
Imagine that.
Dynamic.
Then I think you have to get into porn then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think at that point
the problem is you're talking about a lot of mileage. I don't know like how effective it's going to be.
I'm shocked though that we've gotten this far and Dave hasn't brought up
energy. Butt bolts.
Yeah, I mean, you're a tush guy.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh my God!
Here's the problem.
Your bottom would be a top 5 pick.
No. Here's the problem though. You got to think though. You got to because you're so good at what you do. You would think in advance that once John passes, John's butt is his best attribute.
Oh yeah, that would be the number 1 pick off of John. Yes.
Right. So you got to say.
You say that. But his man nipples are pretty good too.
Well, that's true.
Right?
He does have some aggressive nipples.
Can't wait
that is
for
true.
I can't wait for this to go online later. Really
What do you mean?
This entire you know
The
this is
body
going
part
online.
draft?
Yeah, this is going
Nipple
online.
pants.
Imagine what John's nipples would do for your nipple pants.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
They'd be a number one seller. You'd walk into any store around the country, and people would be clamoring. It would be like the Beatles. Like, hey, where are the nipple pants? They're here. And people would flock around the corner.
Oh. I got to tell you, though, I'm swooping in for the nipples right away, though. That's my first pick.
See, I told you.
I'm taking him.
RJ, his hair goes number one.
Oh, RJ's hair would probably go first overall in any draft.
I'm not even sure how many other draftable assets I have.
Oh, I think you're completely crazy. You have a very nice face.
Yeah, face
You have a very functional chest, torso.
Yeah, you do have nice chest muscles.
Yeah.
I can see that going.
I have a lot of downfalls, though.
No.
The hair, I think that's a 5-star
The hair is
prospect.
glorious.
Beyond that, I think everything is, replacement level.
Well, there's some things we need to take, there's some replacement things we need in the 4th and 5th round.
I'd be happy
if RJ took
early day
legs, could he use them as heighteners?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good point.
Oh.
I take Rick's legs. Now I'm
You
cooking.
get Rick's legs. Now, where is it? Just legs, or is it like mid-set? Like, do you get everything from the waist down? How does that work?
The torso is something separate, I think.
Because then I think RJ gives up a lot. He might trade us Garrett Wilson for that.
I'd trade everything. I think.
Yeah.
If I keep the face and the hair.
You keep the face and the hair. Now all of a sudden you're 6 feet tall with Rick's package. Forget it.
It'd be a Ricky. It'd be a Ricky Williams deal. Everything.
It would.
Take it all.
It'd be a franchise changer.
What would you
like
trade? You'd give up your apartment, I think, for sure. Car.
It'd be like when Jerry Jones traded Micah Parsons, that kind of deal. Herschel Walker type.
Oh, right.
Except it wasn't.
Well,
Sorry, Ray. You didn't deserve that.
Still too soon.
No, I probably did.
You didn't deserve that.
Did.
You see what I did here, by the way? You ever just take a step back and be like, boy, he really is a genius.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I took from serious concussion talk into a body part draft.
It was dark there for a second.
Yeah, it was. By the way, Raymond, your boy Micah Parsons was on Saquon's doc, and they're having like this really like heartfelt conversation. Like if football doesn't, if something happened in football, what would you do?
Right.
And they're like trying to be all serious, and Micah Parsons, dead serious, goes bowling.
Yeah, that sounds like
Saquon's like bowling. He's like, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. He's like, what? I love the sport.
Bowling can be great fun.
He's a weird guy.
He's
great
special.
fun. All right. On that note, let's take a break. I still have Mel's big board. We haven't gotten to that. We got CMT, and then, of course, we have Mel. And who knows where we'll go because we don't. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. they get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Well, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Out here, pets are always by your side. Watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kyper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We go to CMT in a few moments, and then, of course, Mel Kyper right around 8:10, 8:15. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Rangers hosting Connor McDavid and the Oilers at 7 o'clock at the Garden tonight. And Game 2 of the NLCS also tonight in Milwaukee between the Brewers and the Dodgers. First pitch for that one, 8:08 p.m. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew. The original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Remember when you did your read before and you were fumbling and choking and near death?
I wouldn't call it fumbling. I got choked up. What?
Right. And I jumped in to save you?
Yeah.
Where was that when I had my COVID a couple years ago and I was struggling mightily and you were hysterical?
Well, I didn't say at that. I mean, at that
all
time.
All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Mm-hmm.
You know,
so when I struggle, A, where were you? B, why is that in the system that it gets played to mock me?
Because all your stuff is in the system. I don't think I was evolved or matured as a person at that point.
Okay, so then why don't you then kill it now?
I can't kill it.
Why not?
Because I don't have control over the system.
Then kill it. Then tell the guys we should kill it because it's not right to be playing COVID audio.
I can't get over you just throwing water bottles around. That's like my favorite thing of all time.
Why?
just right into the corner of the room.
Yeah, I'll clean it up later.
Why not just have a trash can right next to you?
Why are you worried about this? I have COVID, okay?
It's a very simple fix.
How about this? Not broken. I'm fine.
How about this?
How about this?
I will trade you the COVID clip for the 47-second question clip.
No. Are you crazy?
Well,
no. Now, I'll tell you what. If you were suffering from COVID during that rambling 47-second question, I would consider it. But you had nothing.
I was a little nasally. Maybe I had COVID. I didn't test myself. Maybe I did have COVID. I don't know. I could have. That's the bet. That's the deal I'm willing to make. 47-second question with Buster out. COVID question out. COVID read out.
The COVID fumbling out. No, I'm not willing to make that trade.
What if it's the COVID read plus something else?
I don't think, just for the people, I don't think I can get rid of the 47-second question.
What about the COVID read plus
something lesser?
Plus you breaking down the days off.
Really? Wait, Rick is?
Not the full Rick is.
No. That's the soundbite.
He's got his master's prediction. Rick is.
No, I take it off the table.
What do you mean?
That stays. I can't get rid of that.
You can't get rid of that?
The people want that. I can't get rid of that.
All right,
that is
let's take a
special.
break. We'll come back.
Oh,
He's got his master's prediction. Rick is. And then, of course, we'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having today off. It's DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
We'll continue to update you.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know.
Hey, guys, still got the day off.
Yeah.
Here's the update.
Mets, Yankees, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. K leads 2 o'clock hour. All right, big news. Mets, Yankees, still not playing tonight. That was not great.
That was not great.
But here's the thing. I own that. That's me. Misstep. Awful. Own it. The other one was COVID-related. And the fact that you hear how sick I was. You can hear how sick I was.
Subject to qualification and eligibility requirements.
Like, the fact you have that in there is cruel.
So make sure your tailgate doesn't... No.
That's fair. That's funny.
FanDuel has you covered. Visit FanDuel. Oh, I'm getting choked up.
Don't cry. It's okay. Oh, this is me.
I like
very ill-prepared for this. So give me a moment here.
I like the I like that one. You reset yourself.
That was
to
not
make
good.
sure your tailgate doesn't...
If you're not worried... No.
Let's go to
that's another one that's not right.
I steamroll you right over your face. Is what I do.
Why did you go to an accent?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's unfair. They control the clips, and they don't play anything of themselves. Nothing.
The name's not on the show.
So what?
Big day for football. Would it be the apple of many's eye?
Football. I forgot about that one.
Tara Reid and her bosom popping out. I mean, ahead of the CONCACAF.
I wasn't there for that.
That was bad. That was bad.
Tara Reid and her bosom.
Her bosoms
is so good.
The Niners do have tons of compensation.
Yeah. So make sure your tailgate doesn't... No.
No. No, that's not right.
Let's get a little look at the traffic.
Of all those, I just can't. Tara Reid and her bosom.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
That one was like you were like a robot that like all of a sudden malfunctioned as you were trying to read.
So make sure your tailgate doesn't... No.
There was a
reset. Robot reset now.
He's shorted out. Oh God.
All right.
Whew.
Let's take a breath. Let's take a moment. I got Mel's big board.
Good. Okay.
You want to hear some of these big board participants?
I do like the big board participants.
All right, so let me just look through it quickly. So I got 1, 3, 16.
Ooh, Sprechen.
I got 4.
Sorry, that one wasn't supposed to go out.
Why?
I was trying to save that one for later.
What did I? Oh man.
I got 4 quarterbacks top 25.
4 quarterbacks top 25.
Yeah, I got Dante Moore number 1.
Okay.
Which I don't think he was great this past weekend against Indiana, but I guess you don't base it solely on that. Dante Moore, Oregon, number 1. Fernando Mendoza, Indiana, number 3.
Yep.
And then remember we had somebody call yesterday about Ty Simpson.
That was Djibouti Dan, yeah.
Yeah, Djibouti Dan. So he's got him 16. And then he has Lenoris Sellers, who I had seen as high as 1 on people's big boards a couple of months ago, is 21. So those are your right now Mel's big board top 4 quarterbacks on the list.
Right, which I mean could change.
It'll change a million times.
Well, of course, it's my luck that what was supposed to be this. I don't know. Can I say can't miss before the season started? Loaded However
Yeah.
you want to. I mean, however you want to. Like,
An embarrassment of riches at quarterback, right?
I mean, this would be the year that you want to address that position. To now, all of a sudden, it's like, not so fast.
Well, the only thing I would say is there's going to be someone.
Right,
Like there
there's
will
gonna
be
be
a big time
someone.
quarterback. I would imagine that comes out. Just odds are that makes it. Don't you think?
Right, but I mean, it's okay now. I mean, what are the other teams that are looking for a quarterback? Do you pick the right quarterback? Like it's much easier when there's a consensus. You have the first pick. This is the guy you should take. Okay, no problem. Right? I mean, me and you could make the pick.
Right.
The concern is what's happened over the last, the last 4 quarterbacks taken with the first overall pick
Right.
have lost their coaches during their rookie seasons.
And that's a different conversation. And then you look at the track record with the Jets of taking quarterbacks 3 and 2 and how they just kind of blew up. And yes, and early returns being in, I don't think you have a ton of confidence with this Jets regime either.
No, right. So, I mean, do you end up falling? Okay, if you win, as much as we want to believe, or Woody Johnson wants to believe that he's going to be patient with this because, Mike T told him that Aaron Glenn is going to be the guy to change the culture. If they win 2 games this year or 3 games this year and get the first overall pick, and now season starts and it looks like more of the same where they don't know what the hell they're doing, is this the right environment for a first overall pick? And they'll say no, so now we'll fall into the, what's happened over the last 4 times will be the 5th team that fires their coach midway through the kid's rookie season. Like that's the world I live in.
Oh, that's right. None of it is set up ideally.
No, of course not. But this is what happens. I mean, this is, I guess, when you did what you did with Robert Saleh, which is, rookie head coach on the defensive side of the ball with a rookie offensive coordinator and try to draft and develop a quarterback. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, but then you did the same thing again.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Right. So, again, I mean, this is why we're the Jets. This is why we don't make the playoffs. This is why we're the Buffalo Sabres of the NFL. I mean, we're one of the most dysfunctional franchises in sports.
Thanks.
Well, I had to throw you in there. Did you guys win last night?
Nope.
No.
Yep.
They lost to
Colorado.
Home, right? Yesterday afternoon. Was
Yeah.
Colorado?
Colorado.
Avs look good.
Nathan McKinnon looks like he's in fast forward.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals. He was great.
Do you consume every Sabres game?
I put him on. I'm already dead, but yeah.
What are they, 0-3, 0-4?
I think we have 2 goals. We're on 3.
2 goals in 3 games?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like
what
the
do you think
Rangers
on the
at home.
Islanders? That'll be a pillow fight, huh?
Why? I thought you matured.
Because you've started this.
So this is
when
what
the Rangers lost that opener, you were relentless.
Where's Buster? I prefer the CMT sandwich with Buster as the.
You know what,
the first slice of
Ray?
bread.
You were supposed to defend me on this.
Was I?
Yes.
I'm in agreement with you, but
weren't you of the mindset that he was overly obnoxious when the Rangers lost the opener?
I don't think I was of the mindset. I think that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so
I said
aren't
I
I
like
warranted
Shesterkin's
to
pads.
do what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, you
I
did
said
say,
something nice.
You did say Shesterkin had nice pads. I do recall
That's what I said.
saying that.
That's
But
nice.
that's literally the only nice thing you
Right.
said. You kept saying that they hadn't scored a goal at home, which they still haven't.
Which they haven't.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
stating
you weren't
facts.
saying that. You were being nasty. You were being vindictive. You were being mean.
He is
How do you know?
vindictive. He is vindictive.
How do you know that?
Because
I
I
got to
know.
sit here and look at Ray in his disgusting Rangers sweatshirt. I got to live with that.
I'm not wearing it
beautiful
now.
sweatshirt.
It's off now.
Now you were wearing it though.
Got hot.
Got hot. It's because you can't help yourself. Because you are hot.
You're right.
I don't care what anyone says.
You're
not
right.
Disgusting.
You're right.
You're a missile. You're a smoke show, Raymond.
I think the word was repulsive.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Well,
That was
there's
not a
sexy
single
lady out there that thinks so.
Sexy
I want you to hold it.
30-year-old.
I want you to hold it.
There's
What
a
was that?
very sexy
Why did I
single
say
lady
that?
that's out there walking the earth that believes you are repulsive.
Repulsive.
Why did I say that?
I'd like to
I want
find
you to
that guy,
hold it.
Ray. I'd like to find that guy. And when I wear this karate shirt, dangerous.
Sweep the leg.
I can do all sorts of stuff in this shirt. See that? You didn't even see
Yeah.
where those babies came from.
Yeah, look at that.
I was surprised.
Yeah, what, that?
No, the shirt. That it was sleeveless. I saw the collar. I assumed you had sleeves, and then I
Well,
looked up.
this is because I'm a gentleman, right? I'm a professional. I'm a
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah. Most gentlemen rip off the sleeves of their shirts.
I didn't rip them off.
Well, you probably said, Cass, cut these babies off, would you?
That's exactly what I said.
Cass,
I didn't
make sure
do
it
this
looks good.
I didn't do it myself. I think she did a nice job.
Of course not.
You have a problem with that, no, Sensei?
By the way, I got an office update.
Oh, we got office. I love office.
I can see the end.
With what?
The office.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant our office.
No.
Yeah, I
the
thought
office.
it was an email from Mary. He was
No,
referencing.
Because you teased something about us, about me being well liked. So I thought you were bringing up that.
No, you're very well liked. Though you said that earlier today. How
I
well
didn't
liked
say
you
that.
are, and you did something that was heroic.
No, I said what a great teammate I am. That's
Okay.
it. I didn't say how well liked that was.
Well, I'm almost midway through season 9, the final season of The Office.
Where would you rank? So you've watched pretty much every.
I think it's terrific.
Like, where would you put it in your all-time favorite series?
It's not Seinfeld.
Okay.
Now, am I including like Sopranos in this?
I want to. Yeah. Well, I mean, God forbid you give us a list, but yeah, like where would you put it
but
in the,
like,
in the
is
pantheon?
this comedy standalones, or is this just every series?
Every series.
I think Breaking Bad is better. I think Sopranos is better. I think Seinfeld is better.
But it's right there.
I think it's right there with Friends. Yeah, I think it's an excellent show.
It really is.
Now it's dropped off a little bit because Steve Carell has left, but I don't know if you found this. I find the Rainn Wilson character to be hysterical,
Hilarious.
I just think he's a phenomenal actor.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that whole show, man. But it did once Carell left, it did lose a little bit.
A lot, and I didn't know he ever left the show.
Oh, so look at you. A little
surprise.
surprised.
So when he left, I was like, oh, he'll be back. I didn't realize that was it.
That was it. All she wrote.
RJ,
Hi.
how you doing?
Good.
Good. What's going on?
Not too much. Hanging with you guys, my friends.
Yeah, well, that's nice. You want to do the CMT?
I think that could be fun.
I think we should do that then.
To cuddle. I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to. To marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That. Want a meat stick? Is the question.
The wild rumpus has indeed begun.
Mel's Mel's on SportsCenter right now.
I saw that.
He's got a busy morning.
He's got a great.
Well, he's got his big board out
Look
today.
at that tie. Look at that tie knot. Is fantastic.
He's looking good. Yeah, Dante Moore. That's going to be an interesting question. I look forward to his answer when you ask him about that.
I mean, you guys watch a lot of college football. Are you in love with Dante Moore?
No. In love, no.
Right.
I think. But I think this class in general is going to be what you
Him being number
decide
one
to
is
prioritize.
very surprising. Very surprising.
Well, the quarterbacks are there. They're just not the quarterbacks we thought. Like basically every single quarterback.
I mean, Nussmeier's not even in his top 25.
No Nussmeier, no Aller.
Drew Aller's hurt.
Yeah, but I don't think even if he didn't get hurt, he'd be there.
I mean, Sellers.
Carson Beck hasn't even rehabilitated himself enough to be top 10. So I the way you guys were talking about him, I thought he'd be in this.
That looks very serious. I look forward to this. I should tell you that Cuddle My Trash is brought to you by the Parrisman firm.
Oh yeah,
which is exciting.
Let's go.
It's real nice.
So I was thinking about this yesterday, and I think it's time to reassess. The last time the Jets won a game, Joe Douglas was the GM, Robert Saleh was the head coach, and Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback.
What was that? Who did they beat? What's their last win? Miami?
I believe so. I will find that for you. But I think it's time to go back and not change any of the decision making, because I think we all agree that it was probably time to move on from all of them. Yes, by the way, it was Miami on.
Rodgers had a really good game in that game.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, I think.
Yep.
That was
the timing of firing Robert Saleh did not seem like it was maybe the right timing.
January 5th.
That was 10 of the season.
Yep. And so I want to go back and ask the two of you, which of those 3 deserves less blame? You're marrying the one that you think deserves, not that you keep them around, but you go back and say, you know what, maybe I'd lighten up on this person the most. Would it be Joe Douglas, who picked the players, Robert Saleh, who coached the players and now having some success in San Francisco, or Aaron Rodgers, who's got the Steelers atop the AFC North?
So it's Douglas, Saleh, Rodgers.
Yep.
So I'm marrying who I blame the least.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think 10 months later, seeing where we are now,
you could have a baby.
You could have twins, even.
Twins, triplets.
Yeah.
I can't wait till RJ has another baby.
I know. It can't be far off.
It's got to be close.
I actually think there's a chance they're early stages and they just haven't told people.
I think first Sabres win could be the day. I'm going to mark that on my calendar.
Long, luxurious love.
Who wins a game first, Sabres or Jets?
It's got to be the Sabres. They play multiple times a week.
Why? I got such a good chance against Carolina. I mean, you read me the schedule.
Yeah, but I would think who do the Sabres have coming up this week?
Look at they got a favorite against Carolina.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, by your logic, we got to get this done before Sunday. We have the Senators, the Panthers. That's a loss. Well, those are 2 games before Sunday. So Sens and Panthers.
That's not good.
Brady Kachuk took a nasty hit yesterday too.
All right, I'm gonna marry Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to place the least amount of blame on Rodgers. I think if Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of the Jets right now, you've got wins. And I don't mean a win, wins.
Not to mention the fact that he's not the quarterback for the Steelers, who threw 4 touchdowns against you. Can you bring us into what you're thinking right now? I'm actually interested to see how you break this part down.
I'm perplexed because I don't think they were. I think I'm going to cuddle Joe Douglas because I think there were pieces there. I think they were poorly coached. I'll marry Robert Saleh, and I think Robert Saleh is a really good defensive mind. Some guys are just not made out to be head coaches, and I'm thinking maybe Robert Saleh is one of those guys.
All right.
Crazy? You hear that and you're bothered by it?
No, I'm not bothered by it. I'm actually, like, my thought process was trying to break down the question was who ultimately was responsible for drafting Zach Wilson. Because I think if they got that right, Robert Saleh becomes a much better coach. Because the defense was good. Right? Like, the defense wasn't a problem. The offensive side of the ball was. And the handling of Zach Wilson was a problem. So I'll marry Aaron. I'll cuddle Joe Douglas. I'll trash Robert Saleh.
So you're agreeing with me across the board?
No, you cuddled Saleh. I'm trashing Saleh. I cuddled Douglas.
No, I trashed Saleh.
You said marry. I know what you meant.
I said marry Rodgers.
You said marry Rodgers, and then you said marry Saleh. I know you meant trash, but you said marry.
Oh, all right. So I meant to trash.
So you
Saleh.
cuddled Douglas?
Yeah, I cuddled Douglas.
No, okay. I did the opposite. Scott. I want to marry Rodgers, cuddle Saleh, trash Douglas. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
So then we're different. Yep.
Yeah, we're different.
Got it.
We're right in the trash. Alrighty, so
you see what Jeff Ulbricht's doing in Atlanta right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, their defense looks good, huh?
I actually thought about putting him on this list, but it was cleaner if we did GM head coach.
And he was also, I mean, listen,
They put
he
him in
was
a bad
awful
spot.
with the Jets.
They put him in a tough spot, though.
He's recovering nicely from that phone call debacle.
Oh, how about that?
With his kid, that's right.
So the Giants are 2-4. They've beat 2 teams, I think, in the last 3 weeks. We expect to be, if not playoff teams, right there. So
They should be playoff teams, those 2 teams.
I would agree. The Chargers are taking on some injuries, but I would agree. So, Cuddle, Mary, Trash, I'm going to package them together. Where we check in, let's take the temperature on Brian Dable and Joe Schoen. Based on what you've seen so far, what I mean based on what you've seen is really Jaxson Dart and a little bit of Cam Scadabo. So, if you had to say right now.
Can I get a moment?
Yeah, this is important.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
Speaking of, they're showing it on SportsCenter, that tic-tac-toe game from the Knicks preseason game.
They're breaking this down like
it was wild.
Massively.
That was such a good dive. So, Joe Schoen, Brian Dable. If you had to pick right now, they're both back. Let's wait and see. But you're optimistic, perhaps. Or, unless they really surprise us the rest of the way and win more games than we'd really expect, you would still lean towards making a change.
What's the
I'm up
question?
first? What happens with Joe Schoen and Brian Dable?
But is there? I'm confused by this.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
give
back?
me my 3 options.
Are they back, wait and see, or still gone? Right?
Yeah.
You go.
You want to substitute still gone with, open to making a change.
I'm looking. Here's the thing.
You're
I want to share the enthusiasm that Dave has right now. I do, because I like to see him like this. He's very happy. He's energetic. He has butt bolts, the whole deal.
I know what you're going to say, and I think I agree with you.
When you look at the next 7 games for the Giants, there's a chance they lose all 7 of them.
They're 2-1 in games you thought they were going to lose all 3.
No, okay. I'm just saying. Like, you're at Denver,
give me the next 7. At Denver, at Philly.
At Philly, you host the Niners.
Yep.
You're at the Bears, which makes it more difficult because you're at Chicago. You got Green Bay at home. Then you're at Detroit. Then you're at New England. And then you got the Commanders at home. I didn't even count that in the 7.
The schedule is the most unforgiving NFL schedule I've ever seen.
Right. So, I guess I'll marry, wait and see. I will cuddle because I think Jaxson Dart has kind of established himself as a legitimate, franchise quarterback. They'll be back, and I'll trash definitively gone.
I want to be different, but I can't be because I think right now that's the only answer.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll cuddle, wait and see. I'll marry, wait and see. I'll cuddle back and I'll trash gone at the moment, but that's subject to change.
Alrighty. So, first part of the show, we spent discussing the Super Bowl contenders, the bubble, if you will. How many teams can win the Super Bowl? I think we landed on 9, I think.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's too many.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So, Rick, I think it was during a break. You said you don't remember the NFL being this wide open.
We didn't even put the Commanders in there, right?
Well, yes, you left them out. No, they were 9. They were the team right at the end.
Oh, I thought they were not in. Okay.
So, I took 3 teams that you did not include in the bubble, and I want to ask which of them are closest to breaking in. Would it be the Colts? Would it be the Steelers? Or would it be the Seahawks?
Ooh.
All right.
It's a tough question.
I just don't believe in this team. Pittsburgh. I'm gonna trash Pittsburgh. And I feel really good about that. And I actually really truly believe if you answer anything but that, you're making a mistake.
We got Seattle and we got Indy, right?
Yeah. Oh. That's tough now. I'm going to cuddle the Colts. I'm going to marry the Seahawks. And I'll tell you part of the rationale is Seattle's, they travel, right? Like they've won 9 games in a row on the road. That's wildly impressive. So you assume they're not going to have home field throughout in the NFC, but winning a road game doesn't feel like it's overly daunting for them. So I will cuddle the Colts and marry the Seahawks.
Are we getting to the point now where we actually have to take a peek at the Colts' schedule?
I mean, they're 5-1. I think so.
Right.
Yeah,
and see like what exactly we're dealing with here.
Or though, you know what you could do as well is if you look back at the Colts schedule, like who did they have a really impressive win?
I mean, yeah, they beat Miami, Denver by a point.
And they probably let's be fair, they probably shouldn't have, right?
Right. Tennessee, they lost to the Rams, the Raiders, and the Cardinals.
So what's their signature win? Is Denver in a game they probably should have lost?
It's Denver.
So coming up, you've got the Chargers, Titans.
In L.A., right?
In L.A., Titans at home, in Pittsburgh, home to Atlanta. And then you got your bye, and then you go KC, Houston, Jacksonville, Seattle, Niners, Jags, Houston.
Yeah, we'll learn a lot. I'm not there with them yet.
Here's the thing, though, now you put me into a blender, though, because you're right. Seattle on the road is tough to beat. It looks like right now Indy's probably going to win that division, so they'll host the playoff game. But I've also seen Sam Darnold in big moments. I mean, Sam Darnold, if he had played better in the last 2 games of the season, he'd be in Minnesota still. I've seen Daniel Jones play really well in a playoff game and win.
Mm-hmm.
I know that defense wasn't great. They can run the hell out of the football. All right, I'm going to trash Pittsburgh. I'm going to cuddle Seattle. I'll marry the Colts.
But trashing Pittsburgh was that was the obvious one, right? You had to go with that.
I felt like when he said Pittsburgh, I was probably going to trash them.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. We're on the same page. All righty.
Mike Tomlin's not happy with Cincy right now either.
I saw that.
With Cleveland, excuse me. At all.
Why?
Well, because he said, how do you trade a quarterback that you think is good enough to be your opening day starter to a division rival that needs a quarterback?
Yeah, you want to hear from him?
To be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
He's suggesting something nefarious.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting.
Which is funny because Joe Flacco was signed basically last minute. I think he thought he was going to be hanging out in Cleveland. He's going to Cincinnati. Good.
I mean, Joe Flacco is better than Jake Browning right now.
Well,
right.
Oh yes.
Why not just? But if you're in the division, just let them die. Why are you going to why give them any chance?
The only reason. And I don't want to say that they go into it, but they could be indifferent is because they know that they're terrible and it's going in that direction. Yeah, they've accepted their fate.
Right, but let's try to screw the rest of the teams in our division potentially.
Except for one.
Also, I mean, Tomlin was another year that it was a very popular opinion. This is the year under 500. Not looking that way.
He's awesome.
Not looking that way. They're 4-1.
I mean, what would you give up for Mike Tomlin to be the next Jets head coach?
Equity of the team.
Right.
A small percentage, but 1.
I'd hold on to you. I wouldn't trade you. I'd keep you.
Would you trade Ray?
You get rid of me in a
No, I
heartbeat.
keep Ray. I keep everyone in the show. There's some other people that I would probably put involved in the trade. Throw-ins.
He said he said he'd get rid of you for Joe.
Joe Burrow's different though. He's on the field. He's the
Right, that's
quarterback. I mean,
different, yeah.
that's come on.
So
that only makes
Joe,
sense.
Yeah, and he got hurt. But Josh Allen, quarterback of the Jets. Dave gone tomorrow.
Oh, it's tonight.
Literally out of town on a rail.
So who would be doing the show tomorrow then?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen would be the co-host.
No. Josh Allen's not a radio talent. Who
Well,
would be
it
doing the
doesn't
show with you tomorrow?
Given all we gave up to get him, he's going to have to.
He's going to have to multitask.
Bet your ass he would. And his wife would be on the show also.
Wow, it sounds like a pretty good show, actually.
You would have to do the show solo.
No, Josh
Is
Allen
what
would
would
be
have
on
to
the show.
happen.
Listen, Josh, I just killed and disposed of a body for you. I mean, you're on the show tomorrow. You have to be.
DiPietro and Allen?
Yeah, that'd be. He could have his name could be first. Josh and Rick.
Oh, Josh and
Allen and DiPietro.
Josh and Rick sounds fun.
Josh and Rick, yeah.
Sounds like a
Josh
Disney
and Rick
show.
sounds great. I would love to hear that show, by the way.
You couldn't. You'd be dead.
You couldn't just dismiss me or put me on an island.
He could listen.
Like
to the
I'd
afterlife.
have to be dead.
He could listen from the afterlife.
Well, you're
Right,
very
chance
vengeful.
you could come back.
You could come back and take Josh out. I don't think we could risk that.
I don't think I could take Josh out.
Dave's spirit is with us in the studio right now.
Would you rename the studio in my
Yeah,
honor?
Dave Rothenberg studio.
Yeah,
All right.
nice.
I'll take that.
Josh and Rick.
We sacrificed him right here on this spot.
Would you do it live on air so at least you get the numbers?
No.
The numbers would be fantastic.
I mean, the YouTube would be through the roof.
Yeah, but then
radio host gives his life.
Then we.
I wouldn't give my life for it. You would just take my life.
I didn't say it was willingly.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like then we're really towing with breaking the law knowingly if we're putting it out on YouTube as we dispose of you.
Yeah, but that video would circulate quickly.
I would try to keep this under the radar. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they got Josh Allen. I wonder
Would
what
you
he
do
did.
it, or would you hire someone to do it?
I feel like I owe it to you to do it myself.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Like the wise guys.
And then we could do like a Wednesday Stump Rothenberg with a Ouija board.
That's good.
You'd go undefeated, though, I think. So, we had the body draft earlier, but I want to zoom out to include more than just physical body parts. So, cuddle by trash, which of these you would take overall?
I'll tell you what's not going to the draft. My right testicle. I think it's useless.
Oh, no.
I got hit with a baseball like a week ago. It's still bothering me.
Really?
Oh, lots of pain.
It's a shame because you have that to a long-term contract, too, so I don't know how you're going to move on.
Yeah,
At what point do you get that checked out?
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe it's time. It's still really bothered me.
I mean, a week feels like enough time.
Lifetime moment like this.
So would you take... I'm giving you all of them. All of Rick's muscles.
Every muscle?
Every just bulging muscle.
Brain's at the top of that list. It's my best muscle.
Would you take Dave's sports knowledge, or would you take the loyalty that our boss John has shown with his football fandom?
Oh.
So it's Rick's muscles,
Dave's knowledge,
Dave's sports knowledge, or John's loyalty to football.
above all else.
And Disney.
I thought that was going in another direction.
Yeah, I don't look at John's loyalty to football as that unbelievable.
No, it's not better than your loyalty to football.
Yeah, I don't agree with this at all. I mean, John.
He's claimed victory.
Okay,
over you.
so it's an easy trash for you.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna trash John's loyalty.
He has claimed victory over you.
Well, he can claim whatever he wants. He's nowhere near the football fan I am. So I'll trash John's loyalty. I'll cuddle my sports knowledge, which John wishes he was working with. And I'll marry Rick's big bulging muscles.
Wow, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to trash John's loyalty to football. I mean, I don't even think he's at Dave's level, so I'll trash that.
What do you mean you don't even think? He's definitively not at my level.
I'm trying to protect his feelings, man. We like John, don't we?
Very much.
I don't want to hurt him. I know he's listening right now. I want to give him a little credit. I'll trash that. I will cuddle. I'll cuddle the sports knowledge. I'm going to keep the muscles.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep them.
RJ, what would you do?
He would answer Mel on the phone as well.
Oh, they're talking right now. Raymond, what would you do?
I agree with you guys. I'm trashing the football loyalty of
I mean,
John
I don't think John's a better football fan than you, Ray.
That's not for me to say.
I
don't think so.
I think you're just as loyal to your Cowboys that he
I'm
is
extreme.
to
I'm
Jets.
extremely
Very loyal.
I'm loyal to a fault.
I feel like you break down the all-22.
John's
I
loyal
do.
to the sport, though.
Yeah, but more than us?
I don't know. He's 6-0 in fantasy. It's got to be worth something.
That doesn't mean anything.
Is that loyalty to the
RJ,
sport, or he just loves fantasy football?
He doesn't pay for the ticket. He just watches the red zone. How
Yeah.
loyal is
I'm
he?
not. Yeah, I'm.
He's just not loyal to the 32-yard line, but inside the 20, he's
No. You know,
midfield means nothing to
I'm
John.
in total agreement with you guys. This is the easiest trash ever. This is the easiest trash ever.
All right, that is Color My Trash. Brought to you by the Pearsman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Pearsman Firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Pearsman Firm, where your case is their cause.
Speaking of the Pearsman Firm, it's time now for the Kyper Report, brought to you by, that's right, the Pearsman Firm.
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him in, our dear friend, the great Mel Kyper Jr. Hi, Mel. How are you?
I'm good, guys. Had the big board come out, debut today with all the top 10 positional rankings. So we'll see how that goes. Every 2 weeks it'll be updated. So stock up, stock down time for the big board.
We've already been kind of analyzing and looking through this. So we see you have Moore 1, Jeremiah Love 2, running back out of Notre Dame, and then Fernando Mendoza, quarterback from Indiana, 3. Where does Dante Moore rank in comparison to other quarterbacks we've seen taken over the last 5-10 years?
Well, there's a lot to unpack on Dante Moore because he's a talented kid. He throws from all different arm angles. You saw him up against Penn State at Happy Valley, the way he played in those clutch moments, how he came through. Didn't have a very good game against Indiana this past week. He looked a little frustrated. They did a great job game planning. They got some excellent players on the defensive side, a lockdown corner in D'Angelo Pons, heck of an off-ball linebacker in Aiden Fisher, and another off-ball backer, Isaiah Jones, who had a great game. So I give him a lot of credit. Signetti's a hell of a coach, and he had those guys ready to play. They played their game. Oregon did not play their game at all, and that was because of Indiana. So Dante Moore has a ton of talent. The problem is, this is the problem, he's 20 years of age. He'll only be 20 years of age at the draft. He only has 5 starts going into this year. Those 5 starts were at UCLA when he came out of high school as a number 1 guy, and he struggled in most of those 5 starts. So you figure he's going to be around they're going to be Big Ten championship, playoff. So he's going to have 20 starts. That's not a lot. When you look at all the quarterbacks that have success in the NFL and their number of starts, I can go through the list here. They're all around that 30 to 40 mark, okay, 25 to 40 mark. Some are unbelievable. And you talk about the number of starts around 50. Some guys are up around that 50 mark. Bo Nix had 61. You're talking about 19, 20 starts for Dante Moore after this year is over. So we have to see how it goes. If he plays great, he'll have a decision to make. But that number, Trubisky, 13 starts. Trey Lance, 17. Mark Sanchez, 16. Anthony Richardson, 13. Okay? So those are some of the numbers. People say, well, Cam Newton only had 14. No, he had 12 at Blinn Junior College to make it 26, guys. So the number is when you're in that 17 to 20 range, or even a little lower, you're in a tough spot in terms of a quarterback coming into the NFL.
All right, Mel, so why do we keep doing it then? Why do decision makers continue, when the numbers are out, that you need a certain amount of experience in college football, why do we keep doing this?
Talent wins out, guys. Talent's always going to win out, and Dante Moore's got a ton of talent. And you look at Kyler Murray, 17 starts. He went number 1 overall. Mac Jones, 17 starts. He went 15th overall. So, and if people say, was Kyler Murray a great quarterback? I don't think he's great. No. Mac Jones, great. He looked good early on with Josh McDaniels, and he struggled. Now he's getting a chance in San Francisco because of the injury with Purdy. But at the end of the day, that number, when you look at the quarterbacks, it hasn't added up to success. It just hasn't. So you're saying, well, why? Because of the talent of Dante Moore. And I'm not saying he's going to – I don't know if he's coming out or not. He's got that decision to make at the end of this year. Keep in mind, he backed up Dylan Gabriel last year after doing nothing at UCLA. In those 5 games that he started at UCLA that first year, with Chip Kelly, he was at 42%, 43%, and 50%. And those weren't against great teams. Remember, Oregon State, Washington State, teams like that. So he got it together this year after sitting, watching, and learning last year Will Stein's offense, and he looked really good. Now he had the phenomenal game against Penn State, not so good against Indiana. Let's see how the rest of the year goes. But this kid has like I say, he was the number 1 guy coming out of high school for a reason. He can spin it. He can throw with all various arm angles. He can move certainly well enough, even though he didn't in this game use his legs. He can do that when he has to. So, quarterbacks are going to go. They're going to get pushed up, and Dante Moore at the end of this year will be interesting to see what decision he decides to make.
What position do you want to need this year? Is it a wide receiver, offensive line? Where is the strength of this draft?
It's a great question. I think it's definitely wide receiver, and I'll tell you another spot. If you need a pass rusher coming off the edge, the defensive end, outside linebackers, you go so deep at that spot. I mean, there's some guys that are playing really good football coming off the edge. And some guys that you thought would, like T.J. Parker at Clemson, I still have him up there. He had a dominant year in 2024. He is not this year. Peter Woods, the defensive tackle at Clemson, has not had a dominant year, but they have had that in the past. But guys that are really coming on, David Bailey at Texas Tech. You think about a kid, Damon Wilson II at Missouri. Okay, Crawford at Auburn. There's a lot of guys coming off the edge, and that's not mentioning even the defensive ends, like Reuben Bain Jr. at Miami, Keldrick Falk, Auburn. Messidor at Miami's a heck of a player. So the pass rushers, the defensive ends, and then the wide receiver group, that goes not just 10 deep in terms of guys that go early. I think it was 13, 14 deep. Antonio Williams at Clemson had a phenomenal year in 2024. He was injured with a hamstring early this year. He's just getting back into rare form. So he could be up there. He's down at 13. People thought he'd be at 1, 2, or 3 when the season began. So the wide receiver position and the edge rushers are right now the strongest positions in the draft.
Mel Kyper joins us here on the show. Mel, we had someone call in yesterday about Ty Simpson. Give me your take on what Ty Simpson can be at the next level.
Love Ty Simpson, what he's doing this year, but here's the problem. 0 starts until this year. He played in 16 games. He's a fourth-year junior. He played in 16 games coming off the bench as a backup. He had not started a game, and the first start was against Florida State, which was a debacle. It was horrible for Alabama, not good for Ty Simpson. You'd have never thought after that game, with August 30th, he would be where he is right now. But he rebounded, the team rebounded, and I view him as a more mobile, more athletic Mac Jones. His father is the head coach at UT Martin. He's been around football his whole life. He has no fear. He plays with an incredible amount of competitiveness. He won't let a play die, which sometimes works against him. But he'll have it at the end of this year. He's going to finish his career with 12, or maybe if they go to playoffs, maybe most 15 starts. He's going to be in that dangerous area too. I would say go back to Alabama, get more starts. But if he has a phenomenal year and he's considered a top 10 to 15 pick, maybe he'll come out. That's going to be really interesting to see because his start number is going to be lower than Dante Moore's.
Wow.
This is good stuff. And also, I think when Mel said, I asked a great question, also really buoyed me through this interview here today. DNR with you. Mel Kyper joins us in his regular spot every single Tuesday. All right, so let me go college first, then we can switch over to the NFL. James Franklin. I mean, epic disaster. In your mind, who makes sense for the fit for the next Penn State coach? Because that is a plum job.
Oh, it's a great job, and it's to me, it's one guy. It's one guy, and I already mentioned his name. It's Curt Cignetti. I mean, you look what he's done at Indiana, coming from JMU. And by the way, what helped Cignetti was the JMU kids he brought. He brought some really good players from JMU. D'Angelo Pons, going to be a second-round corner, came there. Think about Aiden Fisher, the leader of that defense, off-ball linebacker, hell of a player, right? Think about Surratt, the big wide receiver, came from JMU. Others came from – so he had some guys move on after this past year, but some guys he retained, and those guys that he was able to retain have really helped him. So the portal, certainly, and getting those JMU kids who knew his systems, knew him, played for him, really gave him a head start. There weren't just portal guys. They were his guys from JMU. And after this year, they'll be gone. Okay, so he won't have any of those guys left. But what he's done at Indiana, the way he's done, the Cignetti family with his dad, his brother. I mean, to me, the Indiana story is amazing. Who would have ever thought Indiana and football could be where they are the last 2 years and that turnaround with Cignetti? So that would be my number one guy. I know Matt Rule played at Penn State, loves the school. He's talked about that, but he hasn't done a great job at Nebraska. You know, he hasn't got them up in the stratosphere of college football or back to where they want to be yet, even though he has Raiola at quarterback, who's a really talented kid. So Matt Rule, good football coach, no question about it. But Cignetti would be the one I think would excite everybody because of what he's done in Indiana.
All right, Mel, let's get to the NFL here for a second. Jets. So we got taking a lot of phone calls. Aaron Glenn doesn't know what he's doing. Justin Fields stunk. We all know that. But, I mean, as someone that watched the game that's not a Jets fan, give me your takeaways from what you saw in that game.
It just goes from bad to worse. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, these are games. It's the NFL. Think about these games you could have won. Tampa Bay. This game, I mean, you could have won a few games, but if you're talking about this team, it just seems like one thing after another. Justin, you try to keep defending him because it's the first year in this offense. We know he's not a guy who sees the field and is always a guy who's going to immediately get the ball out of his hands and know where he's going with it. It takes him a little bit of time to figure that out. But with this team, you can't have that. You can't be that type of quarterback and have success with the kind of lack of of talent that's around him. Okay, so you look at it and say, with those better talent and another year or two, maybe he would be better. But this quarterback, Ernie, of course, he had said it. You got to keep taking chances at quarterback. Keep going and get the next guy. You got to hit on the quarterback. So if you don't have the great one, and that's what this league's about. I said it last year. I'll say it again. It's not singles and doubles at quarterback. It's home runs and grand slams. Triple, we're okay with that. Singles, doubles, not so much. We want a triple. We want a home run or a grand slam at quarterback, and that's what you got to keep shooting for. And Justin's not going to be that guy to be that good. So can he be a double? Yeah. But can he be possibly a double? Maybe. But you're looking, like I say, to hit the ball out of the park, and that's why you just, as Ernie said, you keep swinging at quarterback. And once you get it, Ernie was the greatest at evaluating quarterbacks. Think about Johnny Unitas, Burt Jones, Bernie Kosar, Eli Manning. The list goes on and on of what Ernie did in the NFL, and he's the one said it. You got to keep swinging and trying to find that great quarterback.
Do you trust the Jets regime? I know it's early, but do you trust the Jets to put a young quarterback in the hands of this, GM to take him and coach and offensive coordinator to make it succeed, to make it work?
Well, let's just go to who you have. If you're talking about Dante Moore, you're talking about a guy who's going to come in very young. How do you handle him? Are you going to force him in he'll be 20 at the draft. Now, he'll be 21 when the season kicks off, but he'll have that limited number of starts. Fernando Mendoza is a guy who needs an offensive line. He's not going to be like Dante can move a little bit better. Fernando's taken a lot less sacks. At this time last year, through 6 games, he had 24 sacks. That's at Cal. He had taken 24 sacks Mendoza had through 6 games. This year he's taken 6. So, you think about a better team, but he's getting the ball out quicker. So Mendoza's progressing. He's a great kid. He studies it. He says, hey, I'm trying to crack the code. I love trying to crack the code. And the great thing about him, no social media. Got to love that. He's never on social media, never distracted by social media. So Mendoza's going to be right there with Dante Moore. And with Mendoza, you got to have the fortress in front of him. You got to have the offensive line. With Dante Moore, you're going to have to give him some time, to develop and figure out the NFL after only basically 1 full year as a starter at the collegiate level if he comes out.
Mel Kyper joins us here in the show. Mel, other side of town, the Giants. Dave is, to say excited, ecstatic, is an understatement with Jaxson Dart. Concern being, though, ends up in the blue tent every, it seems like every start he's in the blue tent at least once here. Is that something that, Giants fans are just going to have to deal with until he figures it out? Do you think he figures it out? I know it's kind of that fine line you're walking with, not wanting to take away the kid's ability, but what do you think happens with that?
Well, you can't take away competitiveness, and he is an incredibly competitive quarterback, a great football player from that standpoint, like Josh Allen was coming out of Wyoming. Hell of a football player, but incredibly competitive. Which, remember, Josh had some bumps and bruises. Okay, he walked off. I remember the New England game. He got hit hard early. That rookie year, I remember the Minnesota game, which he was outstanding. They blew Minnesota off the field at Minnesota, which was a shocker. They were like 17-point underdog, and they won the game by like 30. I remember watching that game. Actually, a roughing the passer penalty really turned that game around early on against Minnesota. Josh, was hurdling a defender in that game. He just was reckless abandon, and he learned to get a dial. He's still doing exactly the same type of things, but he's realized you got to protect your body. You can't, or you're not going to last. Even if you're 6'5", 245, and Jaxson Dart's not 6'5", 245, 250. He's big. He's 6'2", 225, but you can't do that. So I think he's stiff-arming with his right. What did Nuke say in Bull Durham? Did you hit me with your right? You hit me with your left, right? If you hit me with your left, fine. Don't hit me with your right hand. So I think Jackson's a stiff-armer guy with your right hand. In that game was not smart, but he'll figure it out. He'll learn. I don't think you want to dial back competitiveness. That's what will make him what even Josh and all the other great competitors have been. But he'll learn to protect his body a little more than he has as a rookie coming in. Like I say, he's trying to make a statement. He's trying to get that locker room, which he's already done. Fans get everybody excited. He's done that, but I agree. I think he's got to just pick his spots in games and realize you got to protect that body.
So we talked about it earlier today. We kind of can't figure it out. The best teams in football, there's so many teams that are seemingly very evenly matched. If you had to pick a team from the AFC right now, are we back to Kansas City?
Yeah, we are, and this is the thing with the NFL. That's why I always tell everybody, don't get so excited about a win or so down with a loss, as long as you're hanging in there. Now, the Ravens, my team, they got to start winning some games. I mean, they got to come out of this bye week and start stringing wins together. So you can talk about, well, all we have to do is get in the tournament, but you better damn side head win enough games to get in the tournament. So you got to do that. But I think Kansas City, when they had those injuries, you saw everybody's been reduced to a little average, right? And then all of a sudden you get the guys back, and then you're great again. So again, that's what happens. And it's the pendulum swung, and now Kansas City's back near the top or at the top. So yes, it has swung back to them. The AFC, that's why Cincinnati even went for Flacco, because they said, hey, this division, we can maybe steal this thing. Can we get the 9-10 wins, 8-9-10 wins? Might be enough. It might be one of those divisions where Pittsburgh, or you're really sold on them. Baltimore's a one win. Cleveland, forget it. Cincinnati, so they're going to, let's take a shot. Let's at least get somebody in here who can make some plays through the air. So the AFC is kind of crazy right now. Look at the Chargers have dealt with injuries, how they're depleted, yet they pulled out a game because of Justin Herbert, who was Superman. The play he made when I was watching that game, that play to get away from those rushers and make that play and get that ball to McConkey and set up that game-winning field goal was one of the best plays you'll see all year. And Justin Herbert is in that getting near. Well, he's got to win in the playoffs. I get that, but he's as close to being super elite as you're going to get. And that play was unbelievable. So again, the AFC, I would say, pretty wide open overall, but Kansas City is still. They basically have reclaimed that top spot.
Mel, how impressed are you with Baker Mayfield and what he's doing in Tampa?
Unbelievable. He's the MVP. I thought I said this last week. He to me, for what they've dealt. Think about the injuries. Josh didn't have his full complement. Look what happened last night with Josh, right? Struggled. They lost the game. It's just nobody's open. I'm not getting protection up the middle, the pressure up the gut. You haven't seen anybody open. He's got guys, Tez Johnson, he's got guys coming in with his top receivers out. Offensive line injuries. Running backs out. Sean Tucker, my Calvert Hall guy's getting some playing time there. Sean's a good football player, but yeah, he's playing, and he's contributing. So again, it doesn't matter what you throw at Baker. Baker's finding a way. So if you talk about an MVP who can elevate a team, who wouldn't even be, they'd be battling for probably a top 10 pick in the draft if it wasn't for Baker, all the injuries they've had. Yet now they're talked about as a team that is tough to beat because of Baker. So Baker, to me, is clearly the MVP in the NFL right now.
All right, Mel, we touched on so many different things. I feel like I probably won that interview, but that's for us to discuss when we let you go for the day. Thank you for all your time. We'll do it again next week, and enjoy Week 7 of the NFL. I'm
going to call you to a push. I'm not getting involved in that debate, guys. That's a push on my end.
Yeah, but he knows. When I get it was a great question, Rick knows. He'll admit that I won the interview.
You can't get anything faster, Rick. You couldn't before when he played. You can't now. So you can't get with you. Everybody's going to have a great question once in a while. So hey, it's just what hits you. It's when you just hit me with something which was something I wanted to get to, and when you do that, I guess that's all instinctual. I guess when you're in.
That's the thing is I feel it. I'm like Bill Walsh of the interview. I see it 4 steps down the road. Thanks, Mel. We'll talk to you next week.
On that note, I'll let you guys go. Take care, guys.
All right. That's the great Mel Kyper, and that's the Kyper Jr. Report. Brought to you by the Perisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Perisman Firm, where your case is their cause. A lot of information to unpack from that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. You won the interview.
That's fine. You were not bad. I was just exceptional.
You got a great question. I mean, that's how we judge you. You got a great question. Good for you.
That's right. You get it and you win. I get it and I win. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll unpack what Mel had to say, get to your calls. Now we got to get to some baseball as well. DNR with you right here, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this another miserable Tuesday. And here is Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hey, you're going from bad to worse here on Route 9. Terrible traffic on 9 northbound getting up toward Green Street and Woodbridge. It's an accident in the left lane. We're seeing delays on the Cross Bronx East up by Webster Ave with a disabled vehicle. Bruckner westbound heavy at the Bronx River Parkway. Another stalled vehicle being cleared. Alternate side parking rules suspended for religious observance. Metered rules in effect. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhane on 880 ESPN New York.
If
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one. Bath
RJ.
So,
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So John powers into the studio, and he's like, that draft you guys did before as far as body parts, my butt cheeks needed to be mentioned earlier.
No, he said he was in the midst of mentioning his butt cheeks, and I said it.
Nah, he didn't say earlier. He said top the list.
He said he believes his bottom goes before all your muscles.
I think just how it prioritizes. I mean, you have to prioritize what you're looking for. Like, do I want someone like? Am I focused on someone walking up to me and be like, "Hey, you got a beautiful butt," or do I want to take my shirt off? Fair.
Have you ever walked down the street and said about like a guy like, "Oh, what a great derriere he has"? No, nobody says that.
I don't think he's concerned about what a guy is going to say about his butt.
Do women look at the bottom of a guy though?
Yeah, women look at the bottom of a guy.
Okay, I would think your muscles are much more attractive than his bottom, would be my guess.
As far as he's concerned, no, because, I mean, it's his butt. And I'm sure that his wife probably says, wow, you have a terrific high knee.
Is it that good?
It's tiny. It's small.
Right, which is odd because he's not a small guy.
Yeah, he's got a very tiny bottom, but it's tight. I can't lie. Like, you bounce a quarter off that thing, you're getting back 2 times at a nickel. You know what I'm saying?
They're making change.
You're making change with that thing. It is nice. But
what did Mel say during our conversation that excited you, upset you? And
I don't think any of it excited me.
Nothing excited you.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a quarterback, how would that excite you?
Well, I'm not looking for a quarterback.
Well, I know you're not, but I am.
Right.
So it's like, okay, do you want to go down that road again? Like, I mean, he sits there and tells you about
Well,
which
you're going to have
quarterbacks.
to draft a quarterback.
No, I understand that, but I mean, we're going to be in a situation depending on where we pick, where it's like, what do you like? There's not going to be a consensus. This is the guy, and what are you willing to live with? What can you? Are you going to go talent? Is it going to be what the guy's, what the guy's, what the guy's made of? Like his ability to process information, his competitiveness, his athleticism. Because again, I mean, he just gets done telling you that there is a history and a track record of quarterbacks that don't get enough time to develop in college.
Correct.
That struggle at the next level, and then proceeds to tell you that Dante Moore has this many starts and Ty Simpson has this many starts, and if Mendoza doesn't have a great offensive line, good luck. So it's
it wasn't exciting.
No, it was not exciting. It was not exciting at all. But I mean, if you have the right person in charge that makes the pick, and Jaxson Dart wasn't the first overall pick, right?
First overall, he went 25.
Right. So I mean. And it looks like it's going to work out. So if you got the right guy, you put him in the right situation, and he's developed the right way, then you can have success. My team, however, does not have a track record of doing that. And it's with it. I mean, it's not with the same coach. It's not with the same GM. It's just that we don't draft and develop quarterbacks well. Maybe we draft them well. We don't develop them well.
You don't develop them well. Well, I mean, you tell me. I know it's very early on. Have they instilled any confidence in you to believe that they'll either take the right guy, or if they do get the right guy, develop him the right way?
No, I think there's a real chance that your head coach, with 30 seconds left in the first half on Sunday, had no idea what the hell was going on.
I believe that to be true.
Or what we were doing.
I believe he was completely overwhelmed in that moment, which to me is terrifying. Because it wasn't an overwhelming moment.
No, but that's something that, dude, I mean, that is something that all these NFL teams practice. I mean, end of half, 2-minute drill. Like, I mean, this is all things that get practiced, I think.
But that's like elementary football.
Well, not for us, it wasn't.
And you saw that. Not for you.
And then, so Mel, what do you think about Justin Fields? Well, he doesn't read the play well. He doesn't know what's going on in front of him. Oh, last time I checked, those.
But you knew that. You watch it. You can tell how. Like,
I know I can.
Overwhelmed he is.
Listen, I know, but again, it goes back to. I think it goes back to what I said to you before the season even started. When kind of like trying to figure out if I was, how on board I was with the new regime. It's like you couldn't wait to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. You bring in Justin Fields. The problem with Justin Fields is the things that Mel mentions: consistency, his ability to throw the football, and then you put no one around the guy. Right? Like, I mean, if you really wanted it to work, and you really wanted it to be right about it, like, wouldn't you put the appropriate weapons around him to do that?
You would think.
You would think, but what did Mel say? Well, no one's open. Well, of course no one's open. You're playing a good defense. Garrett Wilson is being shadowed by Surtain, who was the defensive player of the year.
And you have nothing else.
And you refuse to throw to your running back.
Right. And Josh Reynolds is your number 2 receiver.
So, I mean, what do you expect to happen? And the guy's got limitations as it is.
Right. And even when Garrett Wilson does get open, and he was open a few times, you can't hit him.
No, it's late. Late and off target.
His timing is it's unreal to watch.
Well, because in theory, how it should work is you take whatever the play is called, you scan the field, you look to your left where it's your number one. I mean, Garrett Wilson's your guy, and you look at look at how far Surtain is hanging off Garrett Wilson. There's a real chance that this is where the ball's got to go, and he doesn't, for whatever reason, process that information, and by the time he is open, it's already too late, because that's what happens in the NFL. By the time the guy actually is open, he's not anymore. It happens that fast. Like, that ball's got to be out of his hands before he's making his break, so that now all of a sudden, Hufanga doesn't have a chance to come in and knock that ball away.
This is not year 1 or 2 or 3.
No.
He's been in the NFL for long enough that he should be on time.
That's right.
Let's go to some of the calls. Let's go to Dave in the car. Dave, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, guys? I knew that the Jets were going to have to, basically replace a lot of players. There might even be like a gutting of the team. But when they signed Sauce and they signed Wilson, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to try to work with what they have. But I have to agree with Orlovsky right now. I mean, they don't seem like they have the coaching acumen to properly scheme the players that they have. They can't work with what they have. But if you got 5 years they're giving to Glenn, that means they're gutting the team at the end of the season. So it's like next year's really his first year coaching.
Well, why does it mean
it's just
you're
like a disaster from the beginning?
Well, you say gutting the team, though. I mean, you're rebuilding, but you're not going to strip it down any more than it is already, I wouldn't think.
I think right now, if you have NFL teams that are trying to get to the next level, win a championship, you start picking up the phone and saying Wilson, Gardner, and some other people up for grabs. Because clearly after the Denver game, you can see that this group right here, this is the non-star. This year is a wash. Get some draft capital. Start getting some players.
But Dave, you're going to have a high draft pick, right? I mean, you're going to draft a quarterback. Now, do you want to trade? I mean, if you're not going to pay Jermaine Johnson, do you want to trade Jermaine Johnson? Is there a chance you could trade Sauce just because? I mean, it's what teams are looking for. Your defense isn't very good anyway. I could understand that. To trade Garrett Wilson and then bring in a quarterback next year, I mean, what good is that to the rookie quarterback you just drafted?
I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to look at the reality in that Wilson last year was not like in his relationship with Rodgers. They signed him and gave him the money. This guy's taking a beating, multiple coaches, multiple quarterbacks. I mean, you don't think at some point if the Jets don't start winning next year that Wilson's not going to ask for an out like he was doing last year?
Well, then you can trade him. At that point, you can decide to trade him. I'm not trading Garrett Wilson and drafting a quarterback next year and leaving him with nothing to throw to.
Who are your receivers?
On top of that, Breece Hall's probably going to be gone.
You don't have receivers.
No, you don't have receivers. You don't have any young. I mean, Arian Smith. You don't have any young receivers that you're developing. Really, you got Mason Taylor. You're going to probably trade Breece Hall. You got to give the kids something to throw to next year.
Absolutely. You listen. Even the worst teams, you can't just trade every piece you have.
Right, and I'm sure at this point, as much as he likes Justin Fields, he's probably saying to himself, hey, this isn't great either.
Oh, it's terrible.
So, I mean, yeah, he's going to miss however much time he's going to miss, but I wouldn't trade him. I could understand trading other pieces, but
unless I got overwhelmed. If I got an offer that was wow, I got two top 15 picks or something that you just thought
but
you couldn't deal without.
You're not going to get that.
Well, I know that. That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to get a 2 and a 3 or 2 2s, I'm not trading him.
No,
or
I'm not
a late
him.
1. No, I'm not trading him. I'm not going to be spending money on the quarterback next season. Why would I trade my best offensive player?
No, we're talking about trying to find a legitimate number 2 wide receiver.
Right. I want to build the offense around the quarterback and Garrett Wilson, not move on from Garrett Wilson.
Right. Listen, Garrett Wilson is a really good player that I think is built of the right stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Who's put in a brutal situation right now.
So I want to keep him.
I agree. All right, let's break. We'll come back. 800-919-3776. We'll get into the baseball in the 9 o'clock hour. A lot of Jets, some Giants as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino & Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino & Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino Law Bite Back?
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Be there for special guests, live Knicks talk, and opening night vibes before tip-off. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We continue the football conversation. I want to dip into the Giants a little bit more in the 9 o'clock hour, and then I do want to get to the baseball because there's a couple little topics that we need to spend some time on today. But the phone lines are all lit up, and we'd be remiss if we didn't get to the callers. 800-919-3776. Ira in Staten Island. Ira, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. Better than yesterday, and got time to digest everything and listen to the radio and everybody's comments. And, you know, the one thing I learned from it is that I could kick and scream and yell and say this should be done and that should be done. But I think Rick did bring this up yesterday. No matter what happens with Glenn in the win and loss column, he's not going anywhere. Woody has too much money invested in him, and I still believe he's paying Salah. And he's not going to cut bait on this guy after 2 years. We're going to be Glenn's going to be here for 3 years. You could write this down. But the biggest problem, and Rick mentioned it also, is that I do not trust the personnel department or the head coach to get the right quarterback and groom him the right way. Because as bad as Justin Fields looked Sunday, okay, he was making very, very small baby steps in some of his statistics and some of his stuff, even though Pittsburgh cut bait on him. The Jets, he's going backwards. So it just shows you they do not have the right people in place to get a quarterback and grow this kid. And this offensive coordinator, I'm going to start to call him out because when you rewatch the game, the play calling was horrible. And not only that, at the end of the game, all they needed was 6-7 yards to kick a field goal. And he's having Fields drop back and throwing passes. I know with Miss Wilson, he should have made that throw. But at the end of the day, he hadn't had success passing the ball all day. why wouldn't you just run a couple of times and kick a 57-yard field goal instead of a 62-yard field goal?
Or throw a screen, maybe. I don't know. Teams bringing that kind of pressure. I don't know. Maybe a screen to your second best receiving option would be nice. They targeted him 0 times. Yeah, listen, I'm with Ira. I also think that Glenn's going to be back. I don't care how bad it looks.
So you think 1 in 16 he's back next season?
Yeah, I do. And then and again, now we'll go down the road of having to select a quarterback with a coach that's already on the hot seat.
Right.
And how long does that last?
And how could you have any confidence? And again, if you win 5 games or 4 games and things get better and it improves down the stretch, fine. But if it continues to look this egregious, how in the world could you trust this offensive mind and head coach and even GM without really knowing much about him to draft that next guy?
Oh, you
and
can't.
Then you're going to be on totally different cycles.
No, you can't, man. I mean, you can't. Like you have a regime that couldn't wait to get off of Aaron Rodgers, who, oh, by the way, is 4-1 in Pittsburgh, to replace him with the quarterback that Pittsburgh didn't want. And they could say they wanted him. They didn't want him. If Pittsburgh wanted him,
if they wanted him, they'd have him.
They would have kept him.
And you know what? It's revisionist history. Now, does he look worse? Maybe, but it's not like he looked good with Pittsburgh.
No, but at least they were winning. Like they found
they were winning because their
formula
defense was
to win.
good, and he was able to get them kind of into field goal range. And yeah, but he wasn't great by any stretch.
No, but I mean, they had a formula that was working, right?
Correct.
Like, I mean, the running game was better with him, and he didn't turn the football over. Like for us, I mean, just our defense isn't good enough offensively right now. I mean, especially what you just saw was, I mean, it wasn't real NFL football. That wasn't a real NFL offense.
Oh, real NFL offense. He scored 11 points.
Right. It was an embarrassment.
And 8 of the points were handed to you.
Oh, handed to you. I mean, those 2 drives, you got 4 yards. You had
Right.
4 net yards in those 2 drives.
So you didn't get a first down, and you got a safety. So you scored 3 points offensively. It's almost impossible to stay in. This is the conversation we would have with the Giants for years. How do they look so dysfunctional? How does an offense, when you watch other teams and it looks so capable, how are the Giants such a disaster? Well, the Jets are taking that role now.
Right. But again, I mean, and I'll keep saying this, what concerns me the most as we kind of move this thing forward, where it's, hey, if they're back, they're gonna have to draft the quarterback, is how you go into the season with Justin Fields as your quarterback and expect to like revitalize this guy's career with what you gave around him. I think a good quarterback in this situation would find himself having a hard time.
I agree.
So how is Justin Fields, who, I mean, biggest concern is throwing the football, supposed to have success in this offense?
Well, he's not, and he won't. And you're seeing that come to fruition. Bill in Chester. Bill, you're on ESPN New York.
This is more of a frenzy question, but how many wins do you think the Jets would have if they had Mike Vrabel or Mike Tomlin as their head coach?
At least 2.
At least 2.
I think you win the Pittsburgh game, and I think you win the Denver game, and that's an at least. Like I don't think it's unfair. And thanks for the call, Bill. I don't think it's crazy to say you could have 3 wins.
You know what's crazy though, and again we're down the same road. We're down the same road as a Jets fan. Is even if it was this bad, with a coach that had a track record of success as an NFL head coach, it wouldn't feel like it feels now. Because at least with that, you would have a basis for, hey, this guy will be able to turn around because he's done it before. So at least there'd be some level of comfort in that. Like this guy knows what he's doing because he's done it before. Like you have no idea if they know what they're doing.
No idea.
Right now, you're leaning towards they don't know what they're doing.
I got to tell you, man. I mean, there's usually optimism when your team's that bad because you think it's going to be bad, then we're going to get the number 1 pick, and we're going to revitalize and get back and get better. If I'm a Jets fan, until I see it, I don't know how you have any faith. I really don't.
Well, you don't. And I mean, what did we say? I think when you asked me before the season started, like wins, and I said, well, I think it's going to be less about wins and more like the 2 things you're going to need to accomplish. Can Justin Fields be your quarterback? Which right now
we
feels
know
like
that's no.
Is no. And do you have the right head coach?
And we right don't now, feel very good about that either.
Right, both of those trending to no. On top of the fact that you're winless.
Yeah, it's sad. Ryan, West Orange, real quick, Ryan, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Listen,
good morning.
Real quick, Jets will mess up this pick and everything, so I'm going to tell them now. Tank for Mendoza. If you start Tyrod Taylor, if he played the whole season, we probably win 2 or 3 games. The problem is Justin Fields cannot play quarterback in the NFL. We all seen it. The defense showed up. The special team showed up. We should have won that game by 20 points. Draft Fernando Mendoza. He will clean up all the stink, make the coaches look good. He is a 6'5", 220 Ivy League aptitude quarterback, he will make it happen. Thank you very much.
And Mel just told us he has almost no mobility too.
And he's a really good offensive line, which that's fine. I mean, the Jets' offensive line is supposed to be on its way to being
right. Listen, I don't know that you're gonna have to tank for Mendoza though. I think
I'll tell you what. I don't want to ask Mel the questions because I think we asked him it once before, like, who would you compare this quarterback to? And I don't know if he likes to do that or not. Listening to Mendoza talk after the win against Oregon reminded me so much of Kirk Cousins. Like, I don't know, just like how he answered the question, I was like, oh, man, he reminds me a lot of Kirk Cousins.
Well, Kirk Cousins is, I mean, the way he handles himself is terrific.
Oh, yeah, no, listen, I just like, that's the kind of like, just hearing him talk, I was like, oh, that's a lot like Kirk Cousins. But, yeah, I mean, again, you're running the risk of not a lot of starts in college and how that's translated to the NFL.
And that's a big deal to Mel. And, I mean, Jaxson Dart had a lot of starts, right? A lot.
Right. So, I mean, again, it also speaks, I think, to just like how much patience does your team have? Like the NFL doesn't have a lot of patience these days. So, like, can you afford to have 2 years of this kid because he had not enough starts in college? Like, we're going to need 2 full years of this kid to start before he's ready. Can you wait 2 years?
I mean, when are they going to make the playoffs?
Because the coach is probably not going to wait.
You're not going to go this year, but I mean, you could say it's 2-3 years away from being a playoff team.
I'm not even looking forward to the playoffs.
What do you mean? You're not looking for the playoffs for the Jets, or you're not looking forward to the playoffs this year in the NFL because the Jets won't be there?
Well, no, I'm looking forward to the NFL playoffs, but I'm not looking at like I don't see us in the playoffs anytime soon.
Right?
How could you?
No, you can't. I mean, but like years away.
Right? Forget years away. Josh Allen's going nowhere. Drake May looks like a legitimate stud.
Yeah.
So I got those 2 teams now I got to worry about.
Miami's going to probably clean house and start fresh.
Yeah, I mean, look at the AFC. Mahomes isn't going anywhere. Herbert's taking that next step.
I was thinking about Ray when Mel was talking about Herbert. He's like he's taking that step to superstar. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, but okay, just take my division. What are the chances, especially with us, that we find a quarterback and develop him to be as good as Drake May and Josh Allen?
Tiny. Tiny.
Yeah, real tiny.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. I have some notes, some nuggets NFL-wise. Want to do the baseball as well. Very, very busy. 9 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just 1 day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
You hear how sick I was. Subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. The fact you have that in there is cruel.
So make sure your tailgate doesn't interfere.
I like that.
That was nice.
Make sure your tailgate doesn't interfere.
Let's get a little look at the traffic.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Here we go again. I mean, he has as many awful, embarrassing sound bites as I do, but the rejoin, all mine. It's amazing what we are.
You're the star of the show.
I'm not the star of anything.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not even the star of my own home.
Yeah, John made it pretty clear you're the star of the show.
No, he did not. You should have heard what he was saying to me off the air.
I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to.
You're the muscles. You're the guy. You're the reason that people want to tune in or go see you or anything we do. And I'm just there for levity and
No.
Sometimes I'm funny. Energy,
Stop.
butt bolts.
You went viral this week. I mean, come on, it's all about you.
Yeah, none of it's about me.
It's the Dave Rothenberg show with guest appearances from Rick, RJ, and Ray.
Stop sending these things, by the way, please.
What?
Because I'm not even going to click on this. Because if I click on the stuff you send, now I get debaucherous, weird stuff.
We're already there.
It's a nice. Those are pants that RJ. I mean, maybe RJ's interested in those pants.
RJ, how do you allow him to treat you like that, and then in the rejoin to embarrass somebody, it embarrasses me? How is this humanly possible?
Those are nice pants.
Those are nice pants.
Those are nice.
You are not a great guy.
Those are nice jeans.
The guy's bow-legged. Oh my God.
I'm not clicking on it. Ray, don't do it.
I made the mistake.
Yeah, but now everything in your algorithm is going to be freakish stuff.
We've already crossed that. We've already crossed that bridge, unfortunately, a long
Right.
time ago with Rick.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's great.
That's just being thoughtful.
Really good for you.
I'm being thoughtful for my teammates.
Okay.
Sad.
You must have been the worst teammate.
No, stop. I was the best teammate.
All right.
Listen, it's little jokes. That's it.
I see what you did there.
Just joking. Just joking around.
Something that Dave said last week is sticking with me right now. One is special for the people.
There's a special place for people like you.
Yep.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I apologize. If anyone was offended by that, I apologize.
Nobody's going to be offended.
Just trying to be helpful.
RJ might be.
Just trying to be helpful. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was doing.
Let's get into the Giants a little bit, and then we'll get to the calls, and then I want to get to the baseball later on during the course of this hour. Couple things with the Giants. I'm getting a lot of emails. Don't get so excited. You're getting so... But you know what? Give me a break. Why should I not get excited? I'm not sitting here telling you they're going to win the division or be a playoff team or have massive things happen. The Giants beat the Eagles. The Giants handed them, you know what we say? Belt to ass is what they handed them. And I'm not supposed to get excited? How can I not be excited?
Well, of course you should be excited. I think the people that are trying to or emailing you or whatever they're doing.
A lot. This is not like an isolated person. Like a lot of emails about you're getting carried away. Wait till Dart comes back to reality and he's just not that good and he sucks like the rest of the Giants.
Well, what are the chances? I mean, it's more likely that the single sexy lady was really a lady than those are Giants fans that are emailing you. Those are people that aren't Giants fans that want to see you miserable.
Oh, that's fine.
Like
but here's the thing. I may have misery on Sunday. I think this is a really tough matchup in the Broncos, and then you went through the next 7 games. There's enough reason to think you're going to lose plenty of games. Right now, I'm going to be very excited about what I saw from the Giants last week. That's just factual.
You hadn't won a Thursday night game since
in
Tom
a decade.
Coughlin was the coach. You had lost 8 straight division games. They're the defending Super Bowl champions.
And you smashed them.
And you smashed them with a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of reasons to be excited. You should be excited. Now, I don't know how many wins that's going to translate.
And neither do I.
Especially when you look at the schedule, but you did make a good point. I mean, these are already 2 more wins than you thought when we first looked at the schedule. Right? Like, I mean, you thought you would have won the New Orleans game. That's what stinks about this whole thing.
You thought you had a chance. Yeah, because this team could realistically be 3-3.
Right. But they're not. And that's just, I mean, that's some of the rookie growing pains you're going to have to deal with. I mean, you turn the ball over in 5 consecutive possessions. You can't win like that. And I didn't think your defense was great in that game.
Oh, they were not.
No, but
I don't think the defense is great. And I thought that I'll be honest with you, I thought the defense would be better than what I've seen so far.
Oh yeah, but I do remember telling you, like, it just can't be like there also is, the offensive side of the ball which needs to do their part. Like there's, something called complementary football. You do have to be able to stop the run. You do have to have a better secondary. I mean, if guys are getting wide open immediately, how are you going to take advantage of your biggest strength? Because your secondary is not great. Right? Like, I mean, all of it works together. If I have a lead now, all of a sudden, my guys can pin their ears back and go get it.
Yeah, but I haven't seen as much of that as I thought I would see.
Well, I mean, your secondary is not good.
I get that.
Right,
But I mean,
so,
how many pin the ear back moments did you have against the Cowboys?
Right, but if guys are immediately open, how much time am I going to have to get to the quarterback?
I get it.
Or if they can run the football. Right? I mean, you got to stop. You got to be able to stop the run. You got to be able to hold up in coverage to take advantage of having Brian Burns, who's having an awesome season, and Thibodeau and Abdul Carter.
Brian Burns is awesome.
He's awesome. That was a great signing by Joe Schoen.
The trade.
Great signing.
Trade.
It was a trade, and they signed him. You know what I mean? Yeah, they paid him a ton of money. But yeah, dude, I mean, the only thing I would say now about your team is just the level of concern with the beating this kid has taken. That does, and I know I don't think it's anyone's fault. I just think it's who he is. But, I mean, the last thing you would want to see happen is, with 11 games left in the season, which is all huge experience for him moving forward to next year, we expect him to take that jump in year 2. You wouldn't want to see the rest of the season cut short because he gets hurt.
Well, that terrifies me. And
that's all I'm scared of.
There are moments every game where I watch, I'm like, oh, dear God. He takes massive punishment.
Right, massive punishment. And I mean, a lot of this is due to the fact that, I mean, as good as he made some of the pieces look in the game against the Eagles, right? Like at some point, you're going to feel not having Malik Neighbors. Like that's a huge loss, especially against a defense like Denver now. Like he made Lil Jordan Humphrey look good. Like he makes these guys around him look good.
Yes.
But now all of a sudden you're going against this defense on the road, no Malik Neighbors. And you know this kid, how competitive he is, and he's going to try to go out there and make plays and win a football for his team. He's going to take big hits. And right now the chances of him ending up in the blue 10 are probably pretty high.
Yeah, well, you've seen it, right? I mean, he's gotten hurt in every single game you've played.
Yeah, between him and then Scadaboo, who just looks seeks out, he's like a missile.
That's unbelievable. Have you seen the videos of Scadaboo? Like there's one play, I think it might have even been Sacramento State, where he's in the clear, he's at like the goal line, and the defender's like 2 yards away from him, and before he scores, he jumps into the defender to just have contact.
Yeah, he wants to inflict punishment on people.
He wants contact every single play.
Right, he wants to hurt you. That's what he wants. I also saw him headbutting a brick wall before a game. So,
and nobody tells him like, "Hey, Cam, listen, maybe that's not a great idea."
You think they haven't?
Of course they have.
I mean, but
I think they're just resigned to. I think at a certain point you just get resigned to this is who this person is.
The video you're talking about, where he's headbutting the brick wall, like his teammates are walking by him, and their reaction is, "That's Cam.
That's Cam."
So you think it's like we've talked to him 50 times, and that's just what he does, and there's no stopping who he is.
The one guy walks past him, just stares, and then continues walking. It's like, okay, Cam's,
he's just a
Cam's
special
running
guy.
into a wall again.
I think any football team at any level has that person that, like when they were younger, his mom said it in the article that Jordan wrote. They find a pair of shoulder pads, and you come outside and they're running into a telephone pole. Like, that's him. That's what he is.
He loves it.
He does.
He's
he
like
loves
a
it.
mountain goat. Like you don't get too
But
close
he's
to the
little.
goat.
That's the thing. He's not a big guy.
The goats are not big, but like the goat is gonna headbutt you because it sees you.
But mountain goats have horns.
He has a helmet.
Yeah, I don't think he needs horns. He's got that helmet. And he's just running into people.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I was talking to Papa yesterday, and he said there was this belief that at the college level he could get away with just running through guys, but that wouldn't work at the NFL level. And it works at the NFL level.
I was one of those people. I didn't think it would translate. I'm wrong.
Well, that's why. That's why he got drafted where he got drafted.
In the fourth round, right?
Like he was. In college, he was a great running back.
A terrific running back, but he's undersized. He's not that fast, and he seeks out contact. So the thought was he's not going to be able to stay healthy.
No, right. And, listen, we're still early on in this thing. Who knows how long that lasts, but because you're playing against, grown men in this
These
league.
are men.
Yeah, so, listen, right now, I think all the people that are coming at you are definitely not Giants fans, and you should just tell them all to go kick rocks.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You know what?
You deserve to be happy.
I don't have a lot of moments where there's true happiness. I'm in the midst of a real bender right now at the moment. Darren Waller.
Look what's happened to your team right now, though. I gave you the third down numbers. Jaxson Dart now in the red zone. Like, you're a real NFL team now in the red zone. Right? So,
I know.
I think you just got to sit back, recognize that he's a rookie, so there will be some mistakes. But just, continue to watch this kid grow. Hopefully they don't get him hurt. And then whatever you get wins and losses wise is what it is. And then figure out what you want to do with your head coach.
Well, I think a lot of that will be dictated by what they are and how the season winds up.
I got to tell you, though, the more I think about how Brian Daboll reacted to Jaxson Dart being in the tent.
It's awful.
It just,
it's awful.
It's probably a worse look than I initially gave it, gave credit to it. Gave credit. I don't know. I'm not even saying it right, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal initially.
You didn't give enough credence to how bad of a look it was.
Right. And then the more I thought about it and just all the circumstances surrounding it and what it means to him, just as a human being, wanting to save your job and how much pressure's probably on him.
It's brutal.
To put that kid in that spot where you're trying to rush him out of the tent and put the doctors in that spot. It's man, relax. The kid's health is way more important than whatever's happening on the field right now.
So I have some NFL stats through week 6. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right. Teams, it's been 93 games. 93, I don't know. I think it's around 93 games. Teams with the most rushing attempts. How many wins of, I believe, 93 games would you say teams with the most rushing attempts have won?
So we'll say 93 games. How many wins of the most rushing attempts? I will say teams have won 11 games with the most rushing attempts.
Of 93?
More than that, 22.
Raymond, how many of
You're still
93
disgusted.
games?
37.
If you run the football, would you say you're winning?
What's the number? What's the magic number here?
93 games have been played.
Mm-hmm.
If you have more rushing attempts than your opponent, how many times?
Oh, more rushing attempts than your opponent.
Yeah.
I would say you're winning in the 70s of those games.
70 games?
Yeah.
All right. Rick, you want to redo your pick?
I'm redoing my pick, yeah. I'm going to go, 93 games. I'm going to say you've won, if you rush the ball more than your opponent, you've won 58 games.
58, okay. RJ, you want to play?
I would say 80. I would say a lot.
80.
That might be high, but I would lean high.
Give it to Raymond. 70.
Wow.
70,
job,
20, and 1.
Huh.
And it says 2 ties.
Yeah, I was looking
maybe in 2 games, teams have rushed for the same amount of times.
Or unless they're counting the one.
Or they tied.
Yeah.
No, the tie is 70, 20, and 1, and then it's 2 ties, meaning that in 2 separate games, they've rushed for the same amount of times.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But that's pretty, if you rush the ball more, you're going to win for the most part.
Well, I think, too, we would say that you probably have the lead in the game, so you have the ability to rush the ball
exactly. That's kind of like that
to control the
dangerous
clock.
Dangerous argument because 9 times out of 10 you have the lead. You're trying to run the clock down.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I got another one for you.
Trying to figure out why you brought up that stat, which is my own fault.
What do you mean?
I thought there was a reason why you brought that stat
No,
up.
I just think it's interesting stuff.
Like, I think you're going to try to prove a point. So
I'm not trying to prove any point. I'm just bringing this to your attention.
Okay.
Team with the most rushing yards.
Yep.
So, got to forget the numbers. So it's a little less than 100.
I love this.
This is a great stat.
Teams with the most rushing yards. 92 times. 92. 93 games. 93 games. Teams with the most rushing yards.
We're doing well.
Yes.
Shut up. Teams with the most rushing yards. He guessed 11 before, okay?
Because I thought there was some reason why you were bringing it up.
It doesn't make sense why you would guess 11. Teams with the most rushing yards. I got this. I got one more, and then we'll move on to stuff you missed.
I wish I missed this segment.
All right, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. Because you can't comprehend good radio. That's the problem.
This is great radio. Okay, continue. 92, 93, however many games. Yep.
No, forget it. I don't need to do it.
Come on.
No, I don't know. That's fine.
Just finish it.
It goes beyond your scope, and I don't need to do this.
Just finish it, would you please?
All right, I'll just tell you because I don't even play the game. It's too much for you guys. Most rushing yards.
I'm sure there was a point to this.
Your teams are 57, 34, and 1. Okay. If they have more rushing yards. And then this one I think is interesting as well. This one, I'll just tell you because it's too much for you guys. You score 30 points in a game.
Yeah.
Teams are 37, 5, and 1.
Wow.
That's your magic number.
That's a good stat.
It is a good stat.
It's a great stat.
Well, listen.
Listen, I mean the Jets and the Giants both have a loss.
Yeah, that's right.
That category.
And so do the Ravens.
Yeah.
But 30, you get to 30, you're winning.
I wonder if RJ, you think we get a sponsor for this segment?
I think that was nice.
By the numbers?
By some numbers.
We get like a CPA involved?
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't know, 93, 90, I don't know how many games.
Good talk.
You know what? I'm no longer doing research for the show. Don't even send me the rundown anymore.
Look at how mad he is.
Don't even send it to me. You know what? I'm going to take a personal day tomorrow. I'm going to get
that was good stuff. Why?
No.
It was good stuff.
No, I'm serious.
We all think it was good stuff.
No, you don't. That's
Okay,
fine.
RJ,
you know what? I'm not going to try anymore.
RJ's at the edge of
I'm not
his
even going
seat.
to try. It's fine.
It's so good.
No, it's fine.
I liked it. You know what I'm going to do?
No.
I'm gonna go
I'm
out
done.
tomorrow.
That's fine. Go ahead. RJ, do your stuff you missed.
RJ,
Just
clip
like
that for me. I'm gonna see if I can sell that tomorrow in the
You
office.
could have that in the meeting.
See if I
I hope you defecate all over yourself when you have your big meeting on Thursday.
No.
Down your leg.
See, now the energy's going the other way.
Yeah, no, but that's his energy. It's always been.
This is my energy. I got energy.
It's always
Ain't no energy.
Oh boy.
This is so funny. I'm an awful, happy, butt cheek open guy. That's who I am right now.
That is a good segment.
You know what? When Ray says do the tease, you do the tease from now on.
RJ,
you can do some heavy lifting.
RJ, how are you going to label that on the podcast, that segment, you think?
That wasn't a segment.
He said anal energy.
That wasn't a segment.
I think you actually rattled him a little bit.
Me?
I get the sense you're a tad rattled.
I'm annoyed. I'm not rattled.
Which is rare.
You're not on your game right now.
I'm not rattled.
That's because
I'm never rattled.
he thought he did such a good job doing research for the show.
I saw this and I was like, but this is good stuff. So little did I realize it would be too much for you guys to handle.
He's seeing ghosts.
Yeah, it was too inside the numbers for us.
Too much.
It's too much for us.
RJ, do your stuff you missed. Because I'm not going to be blamed for breaking late here.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it. See ya. Put it in the box.
The you missed.
See, that means I'm going to have to be really timely here because he's going to jump me if I'm not.
I'm not going to say a word, so go ahead.
In the chat, they say, I think Dave just had a stroke.
Oh, no.
He's going to jump me if I'm
not being well received in the chat. Huh?
if I'm late here. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Garrett Wilson, by the way, going to miss numerous weeks with that hyperextended knee.
We know that already. We
so
didn't miss it.
These will be the first games he's ever missed in the NFL. Your next leading receiver will be Josh Reynolds, who has 8 catches for 72 yards, which is not ideal.
That's great.
It's 9 yards a catch. That's nice.
Falcons beat the Bills 20. Falcons beat the Bills. Bijan Robinson at 170 yards on the ground. Bills are 4-2. Falcons are 3-2. Nice win for Atlanta. The Bears avenged last year's Hail Mary loss against the Commanders. Jake Moody, who I'll be honest, I wasn't totally aware until yesterday he was even on the practice squad of the Chicago Bears, but there he was.
Did you hear what Caleb Williams said after the game?
Did Jake Moody?
No, about Jake Moody.
What? Hey, how are you?
I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah,
I've never heard that name before.
Here he
Apparently,
is.
Jake Moody did not have a good night at the hotel either. Cold shower, bed was small.
Oh no,
he battled through it.
Yeah, they signed him to the active roster yesterday, and by last night he's kicking 4 field goals, including the game winner. His time expired from 38 yards. Tough fumble at the end of that game from Jaden Daniels, but he said what you'd expect him to afterwards.
I just lost the ball. Completely my fault. Didn't give Bill a chance, so it was my fault.
Why do they call him Bill?
Yeah, I was just going to say, the nickname
Wow,
Bill
Bill.
still gets me.
Bill.
Still
It was
gets
pretty
me.
cool watching him sign a jersey, though. He didn't the kid pulled his jersey out with his name on it, and how happy he was that the kid had his jersey.
It was
a cool moment.
Titans fire their head coach, Brian Callahan. Ray, you texted a really interesting stat, which I think you got from Get Up.
Why do you think it was from Get Up? Because he said this is from Get Up?
Why don't you give Dave the stat?
Well, you're being that guy right now.
Well, I mean, it said this is from Get Up.
You're being that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even do anything to you.
I don't like any of
Give
it.
Dave the stat to read. He's good at it.
See? So you laugh.
You're taking it out.
Guilty by association. You know what? I'm going to watch this little person video right now.
Why me? What did I do?
Everyone. No one's safe.
Anyway, so yeah, it's from Get Up.
So when he said, don't know if you saw this guy's from Get Up, is that what tipped you off that it was from Get Up?
Well, I was going to without looking at it. I wanted to cite it first.
Lashing out.
Yeah. Anyways,
You're next.
Raymond found a good stat. Number 1 overall. Quarterbacks taken number 1 overall who had their head coach fired mid-rookie season the last 10 years. Happened to Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, and now Cam Ward. So
Next to the New York Jets.
not great. Not great at all.
Awesome.
Brian Branch from that Rumble against the Chiefs has been suspended 1 game. George Kittle has that hamstring, but opening his practice window this week, so we shall see. Anthony Richardson had that facial fracture from the what would you call that? A stretching band, I guess. That snap back in
band, yeah.
He's going on IR.
Dangerous.
JJ
That's
McCarthy.
wild.
Yeah, that's terrible. JJ McCarthy is practicing this week for the Minnesota Vikings. His Week 7 stats still to be determined. Eagles pass rush depth took a little bit of a hit. Zadarius Smith retired.
Really?
Yeah, so he's gone. Puka Nacua dodged a long-term ankle injury, we think. We'll see what happens in terms of his availability for the Rams coming up.
I thought I had said he's going to miss a game or two.
I guess they didn't announce that themselves, but we shall see. Well,
Well, it's because you missed it.
Well,
obviously.
they dodged a long-term injury. They
Yeah.
didn't say he could still miss a week or two. But it was interesting because he came back in that game, but didn't do anything. But they put him back out there up 14. So it kind of a mixed message they're sending. Bill Belichick. He said he is not leaving the University of North Carolina, despite what you hear.
Am I looking for a buyout and trying to leave here and all that? It's categorically false. There's zero truth to any of that. Glad I'm here. We're working towards our goals and the process.
You drop it categorically false. Now you're.
No, he can't say that.
Now
he's
he
looking
can't
for
leave.
one.
Yeah.
No, but hold on as long as you can. The buyout gets higher. He's no dummy.
Well, he would have to trigger the $1 million buyout on his end. He could leave. He could be the one to leave if he wants to. So we'll see. Little baseball. Blake Snell shut down the Brewers. He was awesome yesterday.
He was awesome yesterday.
They take game 1 of the NLCS. So he goes 8 innings, 10 strikeouts, gives up 1 hit. Dodgers turn things over to the bullpen. They just need 3 outs. And boy, did it get messy. Roki Sasaki, who's been good for them, really good, came in. He didn't have yesterday, but he left a mess for Blake Trinan. And he came in, left the bases loaded.
You got to take that pitch off the leg, don't you?
Yeah. Tarang said that his instinct was to jump out of the way.
I mean, you got to just take that, eat it.
Of course.
Oh, and that pitch they went down on, too. I mean, it's chin high almost. Tough for the Brewers, but they go down in game 1. Jorge Polanco, big game 2 for the Mariners. They're all over Toronto. They win 10-3. First 2 games don't make the Yankees look all that good. And Seattle, 2 wins away from going to the World Series.
RJ, I got a good little stat.
Oh, I like stats.
Did you know in that the 94, 95 games where the team has scored more runs than the other team? What do you think the record is?
I'm going to guess 94 and or 95-0.
That's right.
Was that funny? I got an email from Brent Johnson, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. He says, Dave, doing research is beneath you. Rick needs to. You don't. He looks like he's headed to the homecoming parade for St. Sebastian High. That's Brent Johnson, if I didn't mention.
Is that Brent Johnson?
I'm assuming that's Brent Johnson.
Yeah. These are, I give him credit. These are St. Sebastian's colors, though. Good for him.
Yeah.
Can you reply to these emails, or is it one way only?
I could, but then they would have my personal email, and I don't really want to do that.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Don't they email a website?
They email through the website, but
it funnels into his.
But his email goes out through his own email.
Personal email.
So you can't funnel back through the website.
He could. It would just expose him, and he doesn't want to do that.
Oh, I could respond from my email, but then they could have my email.
Tigers extend their manager A.J. Hinch. He's got a new contract. They're also talking with Tarek Skubal, smart on their behalf to try to get that done. Padres, we're not done moving on for managers yet. Mike Schilt retired. He says it took a severe toll mentally on him, so he did not enjoy being the manager of the San Diego Padres. Dawson Mercer scored a couple of times. Devils beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. And Logan Stanley scored for the first time in almost a year. Winnipeg Jets beat the Islanders 5-2 at UBS. Knicks fall in the preseason to the Wizards, 120-103. Purdue, they are atop the AP Top 25 for the men's college hoops poll for the first time. They're ahead of Houston and Florida. St. John's, highest ranking preseason they've ever received in this poll. They are number 5. And Lane Hudson of the Canadiens gets an 8-year, $70 million contract extension. Matt should tell you also, Matt Rule, by the way, said he loves Nebraska.
Oh, stop it.
Didn't turn down the idea of
only a matter of time.
Penn State.
Stop it.
Actually, I don't know. I'd be surprised if it's not Cignetti. I'd be really surprised. But Matt Rule says he's putting up the flare. He's interested.
Indiana should do everything in their power to extend him right now.
Not like Matt Rule doesn't have a history.
If you're a Penn State fan and you wind up with Matt Rule, does that do anything for you?
Not really.
No, I wouldn't think so.
He loves Penn State, though. Met his wife at Penn State. So I said all the great things about Penn State.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Cignetti, I think, gets paid similar to what James Franklin was getting paid.
They'll have to pay Cignetti a fortune.
Yeah,
to keep him?
Well, both. To keep more to sway him away, right?
Boy, 3 weeks ago, Penn State was what were they ranked? Number 3?
They were. I think they were 2 to start the season.
Boy.
Yeah, it was Texas and
Ohio State was 3. They were 2.
Boy, life comes at you fast.
Really, really fast. All right, we're late, RJ. Can we be done?
They're not that late, but yeah, okay.
All right, let's take a break, come back, and we haven't done any baseball. We'll do a little baseball, how the Yankees feel. Don Mattingly with something interesting to say about the Yankees, and Pete Alonso. So a lot of baseball to do, little nuggets of baseball. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, thankfully someone that cares for me, and here she is. I welcome her in. It's Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning on this busy, bouncy Tuesday. Let's see what's happening. We've got issues right now as you head to the Palisades Parkway South exit 7 into Nanuet. It's a collision. Troubles on the Van Wyck South right through Rockaway Boulevard with construction. Grand Central Parkway East at the Clearview. It's an accident. Cross Bronx East. Bumper to bumper at Webster Ave with a disabled vehicle. Alternate side parking suspended. Metered rules in effect. Sponsored by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Bet 5. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So the championship series are rolling along here. Dodgers win game 1 last night. Blake Snell that's about as good as you're going to see. He was awesome last night.
He was awesome last night.
Dodgers had numerous opportunities to blow the game open. That play, I don't remember what inning it was, but bases loaded, 1 out. That was one of the weirder plays you'll see.
One of the weirdest plays I've ever seen, yeah.
Right. So my question is, the center was it with an F, I can't even think of his name. Frelick, right?
Yeah.
So the ball hits off his glove, then hits the wall, then he catches it. Nobody knows exactly what's happening. They all think they're doubled off, and what is Teoscar Hernandez doing? They wind up getting him at a force at home. What is the base running that he is doing in that situation?
Well, I mean, it was just that no one knew what happened, right? Like, so at first, I mean, you look like it. From where they're standing, you can't tell after it hits his glove that it hits the wall, I would imagine.
Okay, but the second he actually catches the ball, if you're standing on third base and now you tag up, you're safe.
That's right.
So why would that not be what he does?
I can't answer the question. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And then I think it was Will Smith on second base that just stood on second base.
They had no idea. That was bizarre is what it was.
So he got forced off at third.
Right.
So it ends up being an inning-ending double play.
Right. The old 9-3-4 inning ending, or I guess 2 was involved. It was bizarre.
Yeah, and then it was. I mean, catcher was unassisted to third. I mean, he walked it up to third. Yeah, that was a crazy play. I mean, I guess in that situation, I mean, at the very least, once the ball's in his glove, you got to get back and then score.
But I just don't understand why he ever left. Like, either he catches it, which is an amazing catch, or it's off the wall and then you walk home. Like, you easily score no matter what happens there, unless you're not on third and have to, for some reason, go back to tag up.
Right, which I think he did go back to tag up, and then I don't know. I can't.
It was so weird.
I can't explain. But the problem is in that spot is you're kind of looking to someone to tell you what happened one way or another. Like, what are the umpires saying? Is it out? What am I doing exactly? Did he catch it? Did he not catch it?
Right.
Like, even saw Kiki Hernandez was trying to explain it to Dave Roberts, like what was happening. Because you can't. I mean,
Very strange.
You can't tell from one of the. If you're on second or third base, you can't tell if he caught that or not. If it hit the wall.
No, of course not. And the umpires really have to give you a defined signal, but they probably didn't know exactly what happened.
Right, so I don't even know, like in that situation, like in that spot, what should really happen.
I don't know, like
if no one's made a call.
So if you're the umpire and you don't see it clearly, like what are you supposed to do?
I think you have to make a call one way or another. I think
so. You just have to make a call and just stand by the call no matter what, even if it's the wrong call.
Well, and then you can review it, I guess,
right,
and then make the decision afterwards.
So you call them out, and then you allow guys to tag up or do whatever they do. I don't know. Very, very, very strange. Were you thinking at the time they should keep Blake Snell in that game or no?
Yes.
So you did not like that, taking him out, right?
No, I would have let him finish it. But I'm also in the mindset, like the more arms you bring in, the more. I mean, now you're hoping that the guy that you bring in, Sasaki, has as good a stuff as Snell has.
Yeah, but you know that Snell has great stuff. You don't know what Sasaki's going to be.
That's what I'm saying. So I would err on the side of I'm going to stick with Blake Snell.
Right. We agree. All right. So Dodgers, they're going to win the whole thing, right? I mean, how could you not believe that they're going to?
It feels like it, yeah. I mean, it feels like this team just has the ability when you start playing postseason baseball and the talent to start like doing what they're capable of doing. Like you don't want to say they can flip a switch, but I mean, it feels like that's what they do.
That's exactly what they do. And then on the flip side, I mean, I don't know if you feel like this. Watching Seattle pummel Toronto is not a great look for the Yankees.
Not really, no. It's not. But again, I think I said this to you yesterday. It's just sometimes, I mean, familiarity, matchup, whatever it is, they match up well, especially in Toronto against the Yankees.
Right. And where does this whole idea of there's cheating going on in Toronto, that has to go out the window now, no?
Yeah, I would think so. At this point, I think you're more concerned about, like, I mean, everything that everyone is saying now, including what we'll hear from Don Mattingly, I'm sure, is just about the construction of the Yankees lineup.
Right, but we know that, but it's been that way for years.
No, I understand that, but I mean, so I did some of my own research as you were doing your NFL research, and it just so happened. So the team right now that there's, that they're having a hard time with, Seattle, they're down 2-0 in that series. Seattle, Yankees were third in Major League Baseball in strikeouts. Seattle was sixth. So this is not like a team that doesn't strike out a lot. Seattle strikes out a lot. And then you look at what they are home run-wise. Yankees had 274 home runs. Seattle was third in the league with 238. So it's not like it's not like they're built that much differently than the Yankees are built. I mean, it just so happens in that series that the guy you gave 8 years to be who ended up being your ace got hammered. Carlos Rodon got hammered.
Right. He was hammered. Fried was hammered too.
Right. So, I mean, starting pitching was not good in the series. But again, it's because this is kind of what happens with the Yankees, is that they are very reliant on the home run, and when that doesn't happen, they have a hard time winning.
Right. But it's been the same way for years, and it doesn't change.
No, this is how they believe in construct. They build their team for 162, and then they get into the crapshoot that is the playoffs.
It's not a crapshoot though. It's not a crapshoot. The Dodgers are there every single year and look like they're the favorites to win it again. How is it a crapshoot? If the Dodgers win for the third time in 5 years, how is that a crapshoot?
Well, I don't think it's a crapshoot. I didn't think it was a crapshoot when Houston was doing it either. I don't believe that. But that's what Brian Cashman and the Yankees believe.
But being serious now, explain to me how a team could win in 2020, 2024, and it looks like they have a great chance to win yet again in 2025, and you could use the phrase crapshoot. How is that possible?
Because that's what they want you to believe. I don't believe it.
But it's not true, and I think it's evidence that it's not true.
Right. I mean, listen, the Dodgers are better. The Dodgers are a better put-together team. They're a more talented team. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Like, it's for them, they have enough, the way they're built, they have enough depth, and they have the right kind of mix of talent that you can have, Ohtani struggle the way that he struggled in the last series and still win.
Right. I mean, Ohtani's not even hitting. Mookie Betts, I think, went 0 for 5 last night. It doesn't matter. Freddie Freeman, by the way, I don't know that there's a much better postseason performer than him.
Exactly. So, again, going back to, now the Yankees are a good organization, but you had the opportunity when you were trying to figure out what to do at first base to sign Freddie Freeman, and instead you gave the exact same contract to Carlos Rodon.
Yes.
Right.
That's exactly right.
So what could you imagine Aaron Judge and Freddie Freeman in the same lineup?
No.
Right.
No. It would be the perfect complement.
Correct. But you decided to go you went with Anthony Rizzo, and you gave that money to Carlos Rodon, and now you look at what Freddie Freeman does consistently for the Dodgers.
Right. We'll get to the Mattingly story on the other side. You see MLB.com is reporting that Pete Alonso wants a 7-year deal.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 7 years.
Yeah, I can't justify giving him 7 years, no.
No. I would pay him more money for a shorter deal than a 7-year deal worth over $200 million.
Well, listen, it depends on what he's trying to do here. I mean, what does he want? I'm not giving him both. I'm not giving him, high average annual and extra years. If he wants,
I don't want to have him. He's not a great defensive player right now, right?
No.
So what do you think he looks like when he's 35, 36, 37 years old defensively?
He's not going to be a first baseman at that age.
So he's going to be a DH then at that point?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is if he wants a higher average annual, I can do that, but it's going to be for less years. I'm not going to give him both, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to give him what he gave Juan Soto.
If I'm the Mets, I'm going to try to make this a short-term deal.
Yeah, I mean, more money, shorter years. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, that's what I would do. So gut feeling, October 14th. Pete's back as a Met?
I think it depends on who's doing the negotiation. I think if it was up to David Stearns, no.
I totally agree with that.
Or if he's hard and fast on 7 years.
Totally agree with that.
I think this is going to come down to what is, as far as Steve Cohen is concerned, what is the value added by bringing him back for the franchise? And is it worth it? Right? Because, I mean, you can understand paying him $30 million this year because he was chasing the home run record.
Of course.
So that made sense. We can monetize that. So does he mean enough to the fan base to keep him around?
So should that be your number one priority, though? What does he mean to the fan base? Or how does he help us get to where we need to get to?
Well, I think he definitely helps you. I mean, it's going to be hard to replace that production behind Juan Soto. It's just how long do you want to replace? How long do you want to sign up for it? At some point, Juan Soto is going to be a DH too.
Well, okay, so you can't have two DHs on your team.
Well, but you're also talking about, I mean, how many years down the road is this? I already told you I'm not giving him 7 years. Now, I mean, listen, if it ends up being the same amount of money, he just wants to make it 7 instead of 5. I mean, would that be something you considered? Like, if the money doesn't change, it's just he wants the 7 years?
Well, I guess my question, too, is how many teams do you think are lining up for Pete Alonso?
I think there'll be more teams this year than there was last year.
I think that's fair because he had a really, really good season. But, I mean, how many teams do you think are willing to give Pete Alonso a 7-year deal?
I think it depends on how they want to use him. Like, what role is he filling? Like, for me, listen, I mean, if push came to shove right now, as far as versatility is concerned, I would feel probably better off paying. I could make a good argument that you pay whatever you're going to pay Pete, you pay Bellinger.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, then you get a left-handed bat and a better defensive player.
Well,
who can play outfield or first base.
Right, can play center field. You can play multiple outfield positions.
Right.
That's got to decide what they want to do with Brandon Nimmo. What's happening with Jeff McNeil? Like, I mean, that's they got multiple issues that they have to address. Rotation. Right. So, I mean, what happens with
this? Is a
Diaz?
massive offseason for David Stearns.
It's a huge offseason. By the way, I'm just watching this play over and over again. It looks like he tagged up twice. Is what happened.
Wait, so I'm confused. What does that mean?
So he's at third base.
Right.
He gets off of third base.
Wait. So when the ball is touched by the glove, he like at what point does he leave?
Well, he leaves twice. So he waits, he tags, nope, and then goes back, and then now he goes.
Well, why did he go back?
Because he was unsure of what happened exactly. Which
but
I don't. It looked like when he went up with the glove, it's like, oh, he caught it. Then it came out of his glove. He's like, oh no, he didn't catch it, so I got to go back. And no, he finally caught it, so now I'm going to tag.
So he just didn't know. So do you know? I used to think that if you're an outfielder, you could like.
You're not allowed to do that.
No, the second
once
it
touches
hits your
glove.
The second it hit, so really in theory, the second it popped up, he's gone and he's safe to go.
Right. It was not great base running.
Right. You cannot like flip it to yourself as you make your way into the infield. The second it hits your glove, now you can tag. Yes. All right, let's break. Don Mattingly with some interesting words about the Yankees. We'll get to that next, right here. DNR, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, law, bite back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino & Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So there's an article in NJ.com I want to get to about Don Mattingly. He had a chat with Bob Clappish. We'll get there in a moment. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Rangers hosting Connor McDavid and the Oilers tonight, 7 o'clock at the Garden. And Game 2 of the NLCS tonight out in Milwaukee between the Brewers and the Dodgers. First pitch for that one, 8:08 p.m. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I want to read you a couple of quotes from this article. It's long, but here's what I've boiled it down to. Mattingly, quote, "The Yankees are built for home runs, but what comes with that?" Mattingly asked before answering his own question. Quote, "A lot of swings and misses." Mattingly finished the thought with a reminder that should be a wake-up call to GM Brian Cashman and owner Hal Steinbrenner. Quote, "The thing everybody wants to do is play good defense, catch the ball, get good pitching, prevent runs, so it just depends on how you're built." I mean, everyone wants the same things. It's just that the Yankees have always been built on power. I guess my question is that a recipe to win championships at this point?
Well, they haven't won a championship, right?
Not since 2009, no.
No. So, I mean, listen, the Dodgers hit a lot of home runs. They had the second most home runs in Major League Baseball this year. I mean, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's got to be.
Well, it's got to be a combination of everything, right?
Right, but there has to be some versatility to your lineup. I think that to have as many guys hit 20 home runs for your team is great. But all of a sudden now, when you get into the playoffs and you start going up against top tier elite pitching where home runs start to dry up, how many? Like look at the Yankees by the end of it. I mean, between Grisham and Volpe, like how many just outs they had in their lineup. And this is with Aaron Judge hitting 500 in the postseason.
Right. But also, like, Ohtani's been awful. I think Ohtani's
He's
like
1 for 20.
his last 20.
Yeah, 9 strikeouts.
Right. But you get Freeman producing, and Blake Snell was, awesome. So they're like, Yankees starting pitching wasn't good, and they weren't hitting home runs.
Right. And then you're playing up against a team. I mean, you match up against a team that doesn't strike out. I mean, they went 40 straight at bats without a strikeout. At one point, they had more home runs than strikeouts.
Yep.
So I mean, so you look at last night's game. So I mean, Seattle wins 10-3, and you look at the box score. Seattle had 14 strikeouts in the game. 14 strikeouts.
Right.
That's Yankee level of strikeouts.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
That's a lot of strikeouts. But they end up hitting. They had 3 home runs in the game. So listen, I mean, this was a postseason where you didn't really take advantage of Aaron Judge being as good as Aaron Judge was.
Mm-mm.
And
if I would have told you Aaron Judge hits 500 in the postseason, there's no way you think you get bounced in the second round of the postseason.
Well, look what he did in the second round of the forget the 500. Look what he did. It was better than that in the series against Toronto.
Right, but then we'll get the Yankee fans that call like, yeah, but he didn't hit for power.
Well, no, it was the at bat with the bases loaded where he swung it. The ball was a ball out of Gosman's hand. Listen, it's not one player. It's baseball. Like everyone has to do their part. And Blake Snell did his part last night. He was lights out.
He was
awesome. They could win a game 2-1. That wasn't the case. Heel wasn't good, Rodon wasn't good, and Fried wasn't good.
Yeah, but they weren't just not good. They were awful.
Fried and Rodon were not good at all.
They were awful. Yep. They were absolutely awful. Mattingly went on to say, quote, if we had caught the ball in game 3, if Barger had not dropped the pop-up, we would have won that game too.
He's not wrong.
No, I think so.
It all goes down to, I mean, it all just is part of your philosophy and how you want to build the team. And Brian Cashman believes that this is how the team should be built, and that's the problem. So when people call in, Aaron Boone stinks and he needs to be fired, well, nothing's really going to change if Aaron Boone gets fired. Team's still going to be built the same way.
Yeah,
still going to be talking about.
Here's the thing: people want change, right? And they don't like. They just think you move on from Boone, you bring in another guy, it's going to be different. It's going to be different but it's going to be the same. You're going to have a different guy, but you're going to still run the organization the same way.
Right, but I mean, it's almost like the question becomes like we've asked like 50 different times on this show. What would you rather? Would you rather be competitive every year in the playoffs every year, or win a championship and then be crap for 5 years?
I'd rather.
What do you prefer?
Win a championship.
I think there's a lot of Yankees fans at this point that feel that way. Like, enough. Okay, we're happy with making the postseason, but at some point we got to win a championship. Like, Toronto right now is in the ALCS. Last year they won 74 games. Like, so I mean, are you willing to live with that? The Red Sox won a championship and then they bottom out.
To go to the ALCS and bottom out? No. To win a championship and bottom out? I think you have to give some real thought to that.
But that's not what they're going to do. That's not how the Yankees...
They'll never be bad, and they may not win for quite some time.
Right, so now you have to ask yourself the question, because nothing's changed. Brian Cashman's still the GM. Aaron Boone's still the manager. What exactly is success for Hal Steinbrenner? Because if this wasn't success for Hal Steinbrenner, something would have changed by now.
This year was not a successful season.
No, but I'm saying just being in the playoffs every year. If that wasn't your definition of success, if you didn't believe that the playoffs was a crapshoot,
right, then you'd make a change.
But nothing's changed.
Right.
So clearly, Hal Steinbrenner thinks that this is success for him.
I guess so. I guess that's probably true. We can pick this up tomorrow. Raymond, Ray,
Hi.
Raymond.
Hi.
There you are. How you doing?
Great.
Good. You ready with your 3 stars?
Yes.
Let's go.
Today's 3 stars.
Appreciate the runway. Appreciate it.
Number 3.
Rick was hungry today.
Mofunga shouldn't have had a chance. What do I call him? It's Mofunga, right?
You called him Mofunga.
Mofunga. It's Mofunga.
We eating Mofungo this morning?
I love dude. I tell you what. I love Mofungo. Delicious.
I can tell. Yeah, we all can tell.
Number 2.
Dave loves numbers.
If you rush the ball more, you're going to win for the most part.
Trying to figure out why you brought up that stat, which is my own fault. Trying to figure out why you brought up that stat.
Team with the most rushing yards.
Yep.
So, God, I gotta forget the numbers.
You okay?
So it's a little less than 100.
I love this.
It's a great stat.
Teams with the most rushing yards. 92 times. 92. 93 games. 93 games. Teams with the most rushing yards.
We're doing well.
Yes.
Shut up.
One more.
Teams with the most rushing yards. I got this. I got one more, and then we'll move on to stuff you missed.
I wish I missed this segment.
All right, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. Because you can't comprehend good radio. That's the problem.
This is great radio.
Wow. It is great radio. Those would be great segments. If not for
number one,
body part draft.
Are you donating your brain? Is that happening?
I'm going to, yeah.
Can I get something from you?
What do you want?
I don't know. RJ, you want something? You want to have like a draft, guys?
Go for the arms.
Think of what I would be. I'd be like a superhero with those arms.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to like attach them to your body, though.
Modern science, it moves quickly. I mean, arms is really, that's what I'd like. I don't know. I haven't seen his manhood. I don't know that I'd want that.
That's high.
You know who'd really benefit from Rick's body parts, though?
If RJ took legs, could he use them as heighteners?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good point. Oh, I take Rick's legs. Now I'm
You
cooking.
get Rick's legs.
RJ would give everything.
I trade everything. I think.
Yeah.
If I keep the face and the hair.
You keep the face and the hair. Now all of a sudden you're 6 feet tall. With Rick's package, forget it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. One person ranks everything above all.
He believes his bottom goes before all your muscles.
He being the one and only John Winthrop. See you tomorrow, boys.
Wow. Nice. That was lovely. I think you got a lot of runway for the Thursday Open. It's Rule 76.
No excuse to play a champion. It's DiPietro, Rothenberg, and
everybody.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube. Trying to figure out why you brought up that stat, which is my own fault.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KA